I used to be somebody before that freak Caillou sent his armies south and ruined everything. We had a nice racket going on in the land of the Freelords, or what the rest of the Flaness calls the Bandit Kingdoms. We had a territory we ran, and we hustled and stole what we could from who we could. Sure, we fought amongst ourselves, and I'd just as soon stick my dagger into someone from the Freelords as anywhere else. But we always banded together when an outside force threatened all of our businesses. But all that changed when Ayus came a-calling. Half of the Freelords joined forces with Ayus to save their skins, and the other half got wiped out or sent packing to the other lands, or down into the rift. I was no hero, and neither were any of my mates. So after the massacre of Steelbone Meadows, we did what any guys in our situation would have done. We hightailed it out of there. The only problem is that everywhere we went, there were old enemies waiting. After finally getting corralled by the Ernst soldiers, I was left to rot in a dungeon, waiting for them to decide what to do with me. The way the guards look at us, I don't think we're gonna like what it is they have in store.
Oh,
and we're live.
Hello.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 38 of Return to the Bandit Kingdom.
Wah, 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 wah. Yay.
I thought you were like, wah, wah.
Oh, Lord Gasumba, what's up? I know Frank Creed's in the house.
Yeah, we got Frank Creed, we got Lee Kim, Lord Gasumba, hey guys.
What's up, Lee Kim? How's it going? Welcome, everyone, again to Return to the Bandit Kingdoms episode. As Adam said, this is number 38. I did a look online.
Yeah.
And the very first video on YouTube for the series was posted May 31st.
Wow. So
we're almost at one solid year of low-grade quality entertainment.
Yeah. We've wasted a lot of your time doing this.
Well, if you knew what I was doing before this...
I wasn't talking about your time.
Yeah,
I'm talking about those watching. This is the best thing you've ever done. I'm confident.
Yeah. Well, we won't talk about my kids. I love him. He's great. He's a good guy. All right. Hello, everybody. Again, welcome to Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, episode 38. I am Will DM, your gracious dungeon master for this fabulous evening. We do not have Jairus again this evening. He might come in a little bit later on, but we're not sure as of right now. So we will be, again, running on 3 cylinders out of our 4. With that being said, Michael, why don't you tell everybody who you are and who you're playing?
I am Michael, and I'm playing Ash, and kind of a throwback. It's, Triente e Ocho episode?
Yeah.
Man, I don't speak French.
That's Spanish.
Yeah.
I know.
A little bit of a throwback there to the early episode since you mentioned them.
Yeah, Lee Kim wants to go in for Jairus.
You know what? We need to have that.
Yeah.
We need to have a day that's going to be like guest star day. We need to have like some sort of thing and bring on some of the loyal followers and viewers.
I bet Lee Kim has a character ready.
I know Lee Kim has a character ready. Isn't it? So Frank too, man, and Jay. If Jay wanted, we should probably make that happen. We should probably do something about that. I mean, we're established enough in our ability to not really entertain, so we could bring on somebody else and help out with that.
I don't know who you're insulting that time.
All
of us? Everyone?
No, you guys are great. If I just gave you better direction. That's all. All right. So with that having been said, let's just slide on over to Mr. Producer Adam.
Hey, everybody. As you may or may not have heard, I'm Adam. I might as well just play Rahly tonight, just to see what happens.
Why not?
Actually, I have a great idea. We've been wanting to pull those Frankenstein things out of somebody's head.
Oh, let's pull them out of Rahly's. Yes. No, that's going to happen. All right. Well, that's good. So I'm glad Jairus isn't here tonight. We're going to... Everybody else, I think, is dead that we came with. I think he's the only one left to do this on.
Well, you're not sure. You didn't. Let me pull up the roll call.
But, I know, but
before we get, are you done telling everybody?
I don't know. I'm playing Talon, the warlock, formerly known as Silverwolf.
Formerly known as a symbol.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna create a symbol now just for him.
Okay, so let's see. There was.
It's just a line because I'm not a very good artist.
Morty was in there. Okay, I'll have to look at. I got. Okay. Yeah, you guys.
Gotta let Steve make his introduction
Steve,
first.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Steve.
I've got nothing more to say.
I'm Steve. I'm here playing Wyndon. Hopefully not killing our other characters. And yeah, just he's just trying to make it through like we all are. So
I'm also curious to see if we kill Rahly, what happens to Morgan.
Right? And not to mention, Steve, I'm pretty sure Wyndon would have nothing to do with this. So I'm pretty sure it would be Talon and Ash that would be doing the killing.
Yeah, exactly.
You would just be an innocent bystander.
We'll wait until you go to sleep so you can have plausible deniability.
And just distract you. Look over there, puppy. Yeah.
Like a sack of platinum, that would be a good distraction.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think the puppies are going to do it. Yeah.
Just give them a sack of money and say, hey, do us a favor. Can you count that? No. Count it and convert it into copper in your head.
All right, so let me know if I get this right. So we came into these bug-infested caravans with Morty, the immortal Iusian, Darton Ganger, the doppelganger.
Correct.
Trent.
No, hold on.
Well, we came with them, and we're assuming they're.
Okay.
We don't know if they're right.
Yeah.
That's true. We don't know that they're in the caverns.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We know that Turner and Hooch. No, we didn't. Have we come across them at all?
You came across Turner.
Came across Turner. Turner's dead.
Correct.
Turner and the bear.
Starsky and Huggy Bear are dead.
Correct. Those are the ones that you conducted they're dead, let's try and pull the circlets experiment on and succeeded in not blowing any heads off.
Right.
So.
Hooch we don't know about.
Correct.
And Alfor we don't know about, who was the Hobgoblin guide.
Correct. So far you have not come across the bodies of Hooch, Trent, Alfor, or Darton Ganger.
Oh, we did find Morty. You did find Morty.
Remember,
I cut off his head, and then I shot him with a crossbow through the head.
Yeah. And then I put him back together again, because he's not Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah. So, that's a brilliant segue into the recap. So,
it's all part of my plan.
And it was a well done, well thought out plan, sir. Well thought out. So, what happened in the last episode, as the intrepid Press Ganged Opportunists are making their way to Alhaster to do a job that for their current new boss, Krasner, the Iusian, he's part of the Lesser Boneheart, nonetheless. And they're being led by, they said, Alfor. He's a hobgoblin guide. And they also were hooked up with a couple other of these soulless individuals that were being released, just like they were, into the Bandit Kingdoms out of the County Ernst way back. That's where you get Starsky, Huggy Bear, Turner, Hooch, and Trent. They knew Trent from before, but Starsky, Huggy Bear, Turner, and Hooch were new. They had not met these individuals. They met them at the Riftcrag Castle outside the Rift when they actually met Krasner, too, because they tried to bust in there. But so they're going along their way across the open plains of the Bandit Kingdoms in the south, and they notice some dust in the wind.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Kansas all of a sudden.
You just
appears.
became very sentimental.
You know, I've been
I
dying to
know
hear some
Jairus
Kansas.
isn't here, but
All I say. Yeah, I can't sing with the shit. So anyway, they met actually a group of hobgoblins escorting a bunch of Nerulians down south, and they were heading to Alhaster too. And they found out that it appears that Prince Zeech of Alhaster is making plans to secede from his Iusian overlord. But to do so, he's got to build a power base of his own. And what better way to do that than to invite all these straggling Horn Society individuals into his kingdom and help use them as his power base to make sure that he doesn't get clobbered, one, by his neighbors, or two, by the Iusians. Everything went smashing with the meeting with the Nerulians, and the party left out again to go, and they had split to do that. So the party that had met the Nerulians were going back to meet up with the party that had not gone, where Rahly was overseeing these other individuals that were traveling with them. Come back to an empty camp and blood and dead horses and a hole in the ground that led into caverns. Now, as they were coming back to their camp, a blizzard was starting to set in as winter is starting to creep in. This is a early seasonal blizzard. And so they hurried up and got to these caverns. In the cavern, buried in a pile of dirt that he'd been miraculously overlooked by the bug monsters that had captured everyone else, supposedly, was Rahly. So they freed Rahly, and Rahly went along with them. They found the bodies of Starchky, Huggy Bear, and Turner from the other Soulless people that were traveling along with them. And they met a bunch of bugs, some small baby-like bugs and really big nasty bugs that spat acid and had
even the babies spat acid. They were still dick babies. They're babies maybe nonetheless, but
they're like a cross.
Hold on. Thank you, Good Times 32 for having a name I can pronounce, and 2 for following Return to the Bandit Kingdoms here on Wicked Studios LLC. We appreciate.
Well, thank you, Good Times. We appreciate that very much, sir. Yeah. And
Good
so
Times 32 may be a woman.
What brought that up?
You said sir. It might not be a sir.
Oh, that's true. I see. You're correct.
Sir or madam, whatever the case may be.
That's what I should have said to be totally correct. Yeah.
I mean,
could be a Martian.
Probably a dude.
Yeah.
Edie Brickell. It's a good time to hit the song.
It could be Edie Brickell. It's only a matter of time before Edie followed us here on Wicked Studios. She's been a long-time fan.
I seriously doubt that she's going to friend us up and let herself be known, because our breakup was really nasty. You know, and granted, she still trolls me, but
maybe that's what she's doing now.
Yeah, could be. So anyway,
Edie, thank you for following.
Yeah, let me finish.
Even when we don't screw up their names, we still wind up just harassing the poor people who follow us here.
Yeah, we probably would have more individuals following us if we didn't make fun of their names.
So Good Times 32 always wanted to check this out. You got me as to why, but thanks for joining, and pretty soon we'll start playing.
Yes. Okay, so to end up the recap, basically in these tunnels they found Jairus, and they started to find some of the bodies of their other compatriots. They don't know, they haven't found all of them, and they don't even know if everybody was captured or what happened, because during the battle, Rahly was kind of he slipped and fell, and he fell down into one of these holes, and then some dirt fell on top of him, so the bug guys lost track of him. So where we're going to pick up, and I should probably just go ahead and get that great groovy map ready to rock and roll. Let's see here.
Oh, should I be on the map screen?
Yeah, this probably help if I'm going to show the map.
There we go.
I got that damn song in my head, Adam.
I know. I wrote a new song, folks. You can hear it on if I did it correctly, on the intermission here today. and it's like it's very simple, so it's super catchy, and you won't be able to get it out of your head.
It's got a great 90s feel. Like.
Yeah, that's what I was going. It was like a 90s like alternative rock.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. Yeah. I dig it. So there we go. Okay, so here we are. We're in.
That's what they call a tease in the biz.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have to go to you for all my technical terminology.
Yeah, that's only.
Unlike some people around here, wasn't on Sesame Street. I got to throw that in.
What? I thought everyone did that.
No, just you.
Cool.
Okay, so where we just left off was
we killed a bunch of eggs.
You had killed a bunch of eggs. You had found the corpse of Morty. You cut Morty's head off. Now, Morty is the immortal, immortal Iusian guy that they
cut his head off, and then I shot him through the skull with a crossbow bolt.
Because he started.
I put him back together again.
Yes, and then
yes. Then you put him back together again, and that's Morty, the really ragged-looking dude, right there. Who's? Well, there's two of them there. Who's the other person?
Probably one of my zombs.
Oh, that's right. Morty is this guy. There it is. And then this is Salus.
Yeah, because I have Salus currently trailing Wyndon to keep him safe.
Right, because the head blew up off of the other one. No, it didn't.
No.
Oh, it got destroyed. It got destroyed by one of the ant things.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
one of the great killer bugs. I don't want to say ant because it really doesn't give these things.
It's a Madagascar hissing cockroach.
Crossed with an alien, crossed with a praying mantis on a large size. That's the way I look at it.
Fact.
Yes. Okay. So there you guys are. You're there. And what are you going to do?
I don't know. Rahley's in the front here.
Rahly found his coat. And he seems to be, now that he's gotten his coat, he seems to be... because remember, he got the shit kicked out of him when he was down in here because he started just running around through the tunnels.
Yeah.
So he's really feeling out of it.
You should stay by the eggs.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I think that's a great idea. I'm just, I'm not feeling so great. Oh God, that's a terrible cheers. I love you, Jess. Don't hate me.
I thought it was. I thought he showed up.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Okay, so what are you gentlemen doing?
How do you spell Nerull? R-U-L-L?
Nerull, I believe.
Okay.
Google usually helps me spell it, or if I need to spell it. So,
I think we should
Nerull, kind of like crawl, but with that N-E.
Oh, great movie! I don't care what anybody says.
I think we should at least continue on a little bit longer, see if we can find anyone else before we leave. Besides, there's a winter storm raging above here anyway.
Correct.
I suppose you are the heroic one of the bunch.
I do think that we need to see if we can find someone so we can pull off their hat and see if their head explodes.
Before we get going there, it looks
agree.
like Good Times missed the character intro, so I'll do.
I already wrote it down.
Oh, did you? All right. Well,
why do you think I needed to spell Nerull?
I don't know. You like these things.
It's crossword he's doing.
He both forgotten in Greyhawk.
Okay, to be honest, it's like sometimes I forget. Well, there's a reason that Adam does the producing and I don't. So,
All right. Lead on, hero.
Oh, yeah. Yep, hero. Yep.
Okay, so you guys are deciding to continue.
There's in front there.
Well, here's the thing. How's he seeing? This is what I need to know.
I'll have to.
That's why Salus is right behind him holding the coin so he can see.
Okay, cool.
All right,
Okay.
I'm going to go in the background a little bit.
Not at all creepy.
No.
Nope.
Just walking along, holding
It's like a little nightlight to keep you safe when you're... Yeah.
When you're zombie skeleton thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow, but I'm just gonna hang on the background so I'm closer and more in the shadows.
As you guys are going along, Morty's all like, hey, boss, I'd probably be a lot more effective if you kind of hook me up with a weapon or something,
Are you proficient with weapons, Morty?
Hell yeah, I'm proficient. Did you see? Well, you probably haven't seen me in action, but
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you go first? And because I mean, let's be honest, you can't die. That seems reasonable. And I'll give you
That's reason enough for me.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. First of all right. First, I got to point out first. Okay. It's just assumed I can't die. Granted, I've been killed a lot, and I always keep coming back, but we don't know. I might run into this guy down the hall, and he's got what I need. You know what I mean?
Well,
Would you like me to try to kill you again?
We all can die for 100% sure. So even with that gray area there, tell you what though, I'll give you my rapier. How's that sound?
I was kind of hoping you'd give me that big ass crossbow you got. Right there.
No, I have a longbow. If you'd like to use that.
Nah, I'm stuck. I'm not tall enough for a longbow. Remember, like Morty's
he's short. Yeah,
he's like 5'2". You know, he's a short guy. It's like, hey, go ahead, give me that rapier. I'll take that.
Sure, I'll hand him over my rapier. That's fine.
Right. You'll take it for sure.
Mm-hmm. But he has to be in front then.
I don't like him. I don't like the. I'm thinking it doesn't matter. I'm thinking that I don't like the fact that you just gave him a weapon.
You don't like Morty, period. We know this already.
No, I don't. He's an Iusian.
Yes, he is an Iusian. Correct. Okay, so the tunnel keeps going down. It begins to get narrower. You're noticing as you're traveling down this.
Okay.
He's walking along. Now you're noticing as Morty walks along, he's not very stealthful at all. You know? Matter of fact,
this is why I'm hanging out in the back.
He's doing a lot of as I spit. Sorry. First time talking. Sorry, guys.
You're doing very well for your first time.
Oh, thank you. As he's walking, he's doing a lot of like fake, stabbing at the air and stuff.
This is about the only levity Wyndham's had in a while. He's actually kind of doing this.
He's like testing the weight of the rapier, and he's all like, "Yeah, you can tell that he's enjoying the rapier."
This is the first time he's ever held one.
It might be the best rapier he's ever held. Okay, so he keeps going down. He's like, "Oh man, look at that there! It's starting to get really narrow down here, guys. Look at that down there."
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are a lot shorter than we are, so that's good.
Yeah. And you guys see that right there. Now, this part up here, let me ping it for you so you can see. Right there. That's narrow to the point where you guys will have to turn sideways, basically.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
okay.
Sure.
Narrow Morty is not going to have to. He's just kind of. Now, Jarrus told you guys before you left. He's all like, guys, I'm just not really feeling so hot right now. I think I'm just gonna stay here next to this room full of destroyed eggs and kind of calm down and rest a while.
If you would like,
where you're going with this.
If you have a headache, I could try to remove your circlet.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for a professional. Wyndham, you're a wizard. Are you sure you can't get this thing off of my head?
Well, not a wizard. And I mean, I could physically pry it off your head, but, maybe.
So it's okay. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll think up some hard math and maybe Morgan will show up and maybe he'll know something to do with it. And then basically he just sits down on the ground and he looks wore out. So,
yeah.
$10 says Morgan doesn't show up.
You're right.
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Okay, so we've got good old Morty keeps going down. He's turning sideways. Okay. And,
start turning when I need to, I guess.
Yeah. And he's like,
I wouldn't imagine that Salus would need to turn.
No, being a skeleton of a gnome.
She has very broad shoulders.
Yes. Now, as you guys are starting to go down this passage, you do notice that it is sloping in enough of an angle that it is noticeable. Okay, you can definitely notice that it's starting to go down, and you're starting to see condensation in the dirt and the rock. Now, the majority of this place is a mixture of, it's not like just straight dirt. It's a lot of dirt with loose stone in it. Okay. The passageways, however, for the most part, are pretty solid. They're not it's no kind of worry that it's going to like have any kind of collapse. There's no like dirt that's fallen from the ceiling or anything along these lines. Just so you know. So Morty gets to right about there, and we will have our first roll of the night. See what happens here.
He dies immediately. He can die.
6. Okay, excellent. This is what I like.
I hope that was for Morty.
Yes, it was for Morty.
All right, good.
Okay, here.
By the way, I am tucked into this little pocket I found, and I am like up into this pocket that I found. Just kind of keeping an eye out of the light, but just kind of hanging out back here.
Well, I've got something I need to do because
I'm in the shadows of the darkness.
Come thundering up out of the dirt is a giant bug. Dun dun dun.
All right, Morty.
Morty screams, "Ah!" And we're gonna roll some inish. Let me pull out that inish counter. Ooh, and let me clear it. Clear it pretty good. Remove all, yes. And let me put in. We got Morty. We got Bug. Okay. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna roll. Let's roll the. We're gonna roll Morty's inish. If he ends up getting it. Okay, Morty's got a 9.
Better than me.
And let's see.
Wow, I have the highest initiative with a 12 here so far.
The bug has got a 4, but the bug has got a surprise attack on Morty. So,
Bye, Morty.
dude, you just did all that work on him, though.
I didn't do any
I
work.
mean, most of the work he did himself.
He did most of it, yeah.
Michael just brought his head back to his body.
Okay, so let's go ahead and.
Stuck his finger in his mouth.
Oh, I got that's the wrong book. I'm going to kill people. I kind of need the right book. I mean, if I'm going to attack you guys.
That was so rude.
It was rude. Oh, jeez. Stuff's all falling over now.
You're knocking stuff over behind you.
Yeah.
I'm being helpful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So anyway, while Will is doing this, remember to tune in at 8 p.m. on Fridays, assuming Jairus shows up, to
his own
Ravana. That Jairus is the DM.
Hey, I checked that out last week. It was actually pretty good. I got confused, though, during the break. I didn't know what to do because Will wasn't there to tell me. I just got all kind of panicky and sat there.
You know, I got to say, I like the fact that you're, like, surprised that it was entertaining.
Yeah.
I turned in. Turns out it was pretty good.
Nothing but the
Well,
best.
I wasn't
here.
in it, so, you know, you never know.
That's true. There was.
That's true.
That
Okay,
does have a
so
quality drop off right there.
we've got the good old bug is going to first. He comes flying up out of the dirt, and he's going to attempt to bite poor Morty. Let's see what he gets. Oh yeah, he bit him all right. So I'm not even going to roll because Morty doesn't have that many hit points. We decided how many hit points he had, right?
I think it was 8.
I
Yeah,
thought it was
less than
9.
It might have been 9.
It was less than 10. So.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a possibility that he's not going to die. So
We'll say 9, just to be fair.
yeah, we'll give him that extra hit point. So let's see how many hit
Of
points.
course,
does-
I go next. I want to see if I can hit him with a crossbow.
9 exactly.
There you go.
So basically, this is what happened: is the bug comes just again because these burrowing bugs you've had them try and have attacked you through burrowing before. Comes flying up out of the dirt. Morty goes screaming, and it just goes, and it cuts him in half. So we got one half of Morty goes one way, and then the legs fall back, and then we got this bug here. So now we shall go into the initial order.
I'm not one to second guess the DM.
Yep.
But didn't they usually grapple and try to take? I guess they want them alive.
Well, if you remember, what they do when they do that is they use their big old mandibles,
Yeah.
and they grab them with the mandibles.
Right.
Morty's just such a small, easily killed guy. It went and just.
Okay. I was just hoping that this bug would leave with. I think everyone's frozen. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but everyone else seems a little frozen.
I can hear you.
Now you're back. There we
I've
go.
had audio.
You guys were all frozen. I mean, yeah. And I was talking to the audience at that point. Not
Don't
you
smile,
guys.
Michael. You can give it away. All right. So, yes. So, Talon, it's your turn. And you're way the fuck back there, dude.
Yeah. Can I even see what's happening?
Well, let's see. Because what's your dark vision?
Well,
Is
I
it
mean, the
on-
light is right up where Sal.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can see what's happening. It's basically, it's very confused because you got all those bodies in front of you, but you see enough, and it's more so the glimpses you're catching between the people
Right.
with the sound
And
of
probably
that
the
hissing.
shriek of terror.
Yeah, I was actually happy
From
when that
Wyndon.
stopped because from Wyndon. Can I even attempt a shot from here?
You can, but I will say this, because of the really close quarters in here, if you miss, there's going to be a chance that you'll hit somebody.
Well, then I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
I'll just move up. I'll just move forward.
Yep. And
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll use more of my movement to get here.
oh, look, there's a dead Morty.
Oh.
I know, right? Okay. So,
That was
Morty's, and look, Morty would have went next. He could have killed the thing. You never know.
Yeah.
All right, Wyndon.
All right. Well, I'll pull out the old crossbow and shoot at the bug. Let's see.
Can
Hopefully,
this
I roll a
bug
little
fit
bit
through here?
better.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Does 16 hit?
Oh, yes, it hits.
Sweet.
Wow,
And then
24. Pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Shoot it again. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Guess we won't be able to find out if this bug can fit through here unless we shove it in ourselves.
You kill it.
Sweet.
These things can do quite a bit of damage, but they, as you notice when you got into combat with them, compared to your guys' expertise, So it's dead, and you're starting to see. Let me go ahead and reveal a little bit more. Actually, yeah. What the hell? Doesn't matter. Yeah, I revealed the part that you couldn't see, but oh well. That's. You have a premonition there, Wyndon, that it goes to the north.
See it kind of the slope of the rock.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. But you definitely see a pool of water down there.
Are we still in initiative or are we out for now?
Yeah, because that's always the let you know whether or not there's anything trying to kill you.
Well, I mean,
No,
I'll
it's
move.
not.
I can move regardless. So
I'm a talented
Otherwise, I'm
DM.
up
I would
next,
just take it
so-
away and then attack you anyway.
yeah, that's true. I'll try to put Morty back together, basically.
Why do we continue to help this using devil?
Well, a couple reasons. One, he's funny, but two, look at he was our alert. He was our canary in the coal mine. He got killed before we did.
He's a human 10-foot pole.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, as always, you make a convincing argument.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, due to your experience in the past, you kind of know that if you were to just kind of smush his parts together and just kind of leave him, he regenerates over
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's
just,
what Wyndon did.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's good. It's going to take a little while. You squished them together, and you start to see the that. Remember, it's kind of like a blurring of magic almost, and you see almost like a mist that kind of covers around his wounds, and you can see him starting to mend.
I'll say, man, if only we could somehow harness that power for ourselves. Oh well.
Yeah. You never know. Level 20 could happen.
So I'm gonna check out this pool and hope that it's water. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna start
actually,
making. While he's doing
before-
that, I'm gonna make my way, into this area over here also.
Okay.
I'm gonna say before Morty actually gets himself put back together or comes back to life, I'm gonna collect a flask of his blood.
Okay. You can totally do that. And basically, what
Can
happens?
I do
is-
that also?
Yeah.
I just
if you
need a
want.
vial. I don't need a whole flask.
Well, do you have a flask?
I have a vial.
You have a vial. You're gonna pour the poison out. Is that what's going on?
It was empty already.
Oh, okay. All right.
If I had poison vial, I would have dumped that in Morty's mouth long before now, just to see what happened.
So what I'll say is definitely, I'll say that you guys have some glass containers you've used for one thing or another. I think you even got a pack probably, huh, Michael, that has that in there. So you're able to collect some of his blood. Okay. And then after you stop it up and then you move away from the body, okay, you can see the blood within the vial where it was kind of like just acting like regular liquid. It moves to the side of the container as if it's trying to go back toward Morty.
Oh, good. It acts as a Morty compass.
See, he's got all kinds of benefits. But both of you can get a little bit of his blood getting into a container. Okay. Now, Wyndon, as you step over the pierced and dead carcass of the insect person, again, that condensation that is collecting on the walls gets more intense as you move forward. The ground itself actually becomes muddy. Not so much that your boots are like sinking in or anything, but enough that it gets all over your feet as you're walking. Now, the water, the pool in here looks extremely clear. And there's little fishes swimming in there. And it's not like you can see, even as clear as it is, you can see it slopes down, but it looks like there's just a great big hole that kind of goes into the ground and goes down.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. I'll tell everybody what I see and go, yeah, that seems like trouble to me.
So in the water, it goes down.
Yeah,
It's like like a hole that's just, instead of being like a pool with a bottom, it's a pool with a big hole that just goes down. Is the impression I'm getting, right?
Think of a shaft.
Yeah,
Like it was a great big shaft that goes
Watch
down.
your mouth.
Catch your mouth.
So did we see anything to the north there where Salus is holding the light coin?
Yeah, here, let me reveal.
Definitely not going in that infinite pool there.
All right. Well, as she stands there, I kind of command her to walk up to that intersection.
Okay, she does. Nothing happens to her.
Do you think it is a?
So I'll peek around the intersection.
Okay. Now, also remember, and Talon, you would really have a good understanding of this. When you were up before, remember when you guys first came in and you were starting to find the bodies laying around and stuff? There was the one where you could only see down a passageway a pair of legs sticking out, but you saw the little bugs eating on it and stuff, and you snuck up there. You know for a fact that as you snuck and were nice and quiet and sneaky, that you didn't unleash that ambush that was there.
Right.
It wasn't until you like, well, this is Morty. I don't like him because that was the body that was being consumed by the youngins. And you cut his head off, and then you had a bad stealth roll after that the bugs came out to attack you.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, while they're doing that, I turn to Wyndon and I say, we know that this man, and I point to Morty, cannot die.
Seems like it.
We do not know what is in that pool.
That's true.
What if my suggestion is that we take this body and toss it into the pool to see what transpires?
Well, look at him and look. He's not gonna sink. We'd have to weigh him down a lot of rocks or something like that.
I don't know that we necessarily need to have him go all the way down the hole in the bottom, but just to see what happens if once the body enters the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sure.
All right, I'll take half.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to stealth with but I have some disadvantage probably because I'm carrying half a body.
Well, are you guys going to? Because he's starting to mend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Just
I'll
gonna
just hold the top
You're
half.
just
He holds.
you're just gonna rip that
I mean,
part.
we'll put
I
them
thought
in
we
all
were gonna just
together.
throw him in as a whole body.
That's fine too. That's fine too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I thought.
Are you going to conduct an experiment and see how long it's going to take him to mend?
No.
No, who cares about that?
We'll just
Before he comes back to life, you want to drop him in, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just pick him
Okay.
up now because he's gonna
I
struggle.
think I just lie to
otherwise.
him and tell him, yeah, the bug three in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys can pick him up, and essentially he's starting to mend, but he hasn't mended to the part where basically you pull him back apart is what happens in trying to carry him.
Oops.
Are you going to?
Okay.
I'm gonna try to stealth though.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You both and are.
Yeah, I'll try to move quietly as well.
Okay. So I want both of you guys to give me stealth rolls.
Natural one.
Uh huh. You think you're the goddamn
Natural
man?
one. I mean, it's a 7 altogether, but it's still not enough to.
No, that's a natural one.
Yeah.
Total of
Yeah.
20.
Yeah. So basically, you guys are going in there, and all you hear from town is as he goes through the.
Well, the
mud.
problem is that when, like, I stumble a little bit and try to right myself, and I pull, and it just rips him apart again.
There it is.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so you
and
guys
then he, of course, then the body just hits the ground where
right.
he was
Yeah.
together.
So you're at the edge of the pool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just gonna
Toss
toss
him
him in there. Okay, so you toss him in, and his two halves are just kind of in there on the water,
Mhm.
and they start to, slowly sink.
Oh, okay. He's denser than he looks.
Yeah.
So, well, there's big holes in them that are allowing water
Ah,
to.
fair
Yeah. He's a little waterlogged, really, is what
Yes.
it
Fair
is.
enough.
Yeah.
And the crystal clear water in which you throw him.
It probably was a healing water or something too.
It
but-
just starts to discolor
yeah,
with his blood.
we don't want to drink that now.
Well, I'm pretty sure you weren't going to drink it anyway. So, but are you gonna just sit there and watch it sink?
Oh,
'Cause
we have
that's-
to, like,
For
a minute or so.
yeah.
Okay, so it just continues to sink slowly.
Hmm. I was sure that something was going to come and eat him.
I mean, it seems fairly likely, but I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I guess a pool is just a pool.
Yep, and sometimes a suit of armor is just a suit of armor. Sometimes.
We probably put him close enough to the edge where could we at least conceivably try to drag his pieces out?
Sure. If you basically you can wait until it's as he starts to sink that once he gets to where if you don't pull him out now that he's going to continue to sink.
Mhm.
I'll allow that. That's not a problem. I won't even. You don't even have to make any rolls or anything.
Okay, sure. I'll try to.
Drag him out.
I'll drag the pieces out and line them up next to the bank so that he can start mending again.
Okay.
I was going to just leave him, but all right.
Yeah. Okay. So he's just laying there where he's around here somewhere. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, like I was thinking somewhere around here,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. He'll just be laying right there, right next to the bank.
All right,
Okay.
well, let's go up this way.
There's something important in that hole, I imagine, but
Can you breathe underwater?
no, and I'm also don't even know why we are in this mess. So I have
You
no
hear from
problem just
way-
leaving.
Way down the hallway. I got my coat. I got my coat.
I mean, if I could breathe underwater, I might be willing to check it out, but
Yes, I am not able to do so.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you guys do now? I take it you pick your rapier up.
I don't have to. I just summon it to my hand, and then.
Oh, that's right. Because
You know what would have been funny is if he were actually not killed in that first round, if he were able to fight, and right before he did, you summoned it out of his
I
hand
was
into yours.
thinking, like, if he turned on us, I could just pull it away from him.
That's
so
yeah,
I
that's a
wasn't
good
scared,
idea.
worried about it.
Yeah, because Morty's gonna turn on you.
I know. I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah, just in case. You know how it is. Okay, so all right. You guys, where are you going? What are you doing?
going back up this way.
All right. So go ahead. I don't have to move Morty now, so you guys just go ahead and start moving your guys.
I would recommend treading softly.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, we'll continue. Well, this is a different one because
We're at a
just
different
give me
hallway
another-
now.
Yeah, give me another stealth.
Can't
I'll
be
just
any
keep-
worse than the last
Okay,
one.
great. So you'll just keep this stealth until otherwise noted. Nice.
Again, not another bad roll, but
That's not bad. 16's good.
yeah.
What about Ash? Is Ash going to attempt to stealth?
Nice.
19 there for Ash.
Ah, there it is. And Salus is just kind of like click, 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 click. It's not very loud.
Man.
So, yeah. And here, let me go ahead and I'll put the body of Morty over there next to the water. There it is. Okay, so you get over here, and what do you know? Look at that.
It all connects, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back into that fucking water pit if we're gonna find somebody, or we leave.
Well, we might as well finish mapping out this area to make sure we have all of our choices known.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, there's that intersection up ahead, so Wyndon and Salus can go check that out.
Yeah, by we, he
uh,
meant us.
And I'm going to just go ahead and we're going to keep your stealth rolls for the entire time here until I say otherwise. So you guys get that cleared out.
Okay. I don't think. Let's see.
Off over in the lower right-hand corner, there's a tunnel we haven't.
We didn't go up
checked out
here
yet.
either.
Where? Up here.
Up here.
Oh yeah, there's something up in the upper mid area.
Okay, when you get there,
Mm-hmm.
when did you start to smell that really pungent, really disgusting odor that was coming out of the last garbage pit that you guys had found? The one where you guys actually found Raleigh's coat. So you do smell that.
Another possible Otyuk layer.
Why don't we send Salus up there with light?
Okay, she gets to there.
I'll get here, just so enough so I could see like up this way.
Up there? Okay, here, let me go ahead and
Ugh.
that body's really been eaten on. It's really been chewed apart. So much to the point where you're not going to be able to determine who that was.
Is it wearing a circlet?
Oh,
Good.
yeah, that's true.
Thinking.
Wyndon, go ahead and give me a observation roll, because I take it you're relaying that information to
So like perception then, or investigation?
perception.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. You just had to get a 10. So it is extremely covered in just flesh and blood and whatnot. But after inspecting it close enough, you're like, yep, there's definitely a circlet on there. So it could be either Trent or Hooch. Or Dart. Well, no, Dart and Ganger didn't have one. He just appeared to have one.
Right.
But he took his off. Yeah, his wasn't embedded into his head, right?
Yeah. So it's all.
Okay.
Not to mention, he can kind of like, as he shape changes, he can get like. Yeah. Okay, so she goes around just around the corner there, and out of view, don't hear anything.
I will peek around.
Okay, you know if you get any further than that, you're going to need a saving throw
For the grossness.
Well, it's a very powerful funk.
All right, yeah, I'll go
It's a
one more up it, and I'll try to make the save.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
And I rolled a 1.
Okay, you start
Oh, man.
throwing up.
Yep.
Can I command Silas to help guide him back?
Okay.
That's
As you start throwing up and coming back, you are going to have disadvantage. Give me 1d4 roll.
a D4
A d4
with disadvantage, or just
no,
a D4?
just a d4.
Okay.
So for one round, basically, you're at disadvantage, and the reason that we need it as one round, you're belching and hurling and throwing up is making an awful lot of noise, and out of there, 2 of those big bugs come up out of the ground, and it's out of the trash itself. So let me go ahead and show those guys. There they are. Okay. Let me. Actually, don't need that anymore. And let's see what kind of.
So not to be a stickler, but initiative is an ability check. So would he have a
I
disadvantage?
normally have
there?
advantage because of my staff of alertness or rod of alertness, so I just did a straight roll.
And anytime you're helping me, Michael, it's not being a stickler. It's called being a number one guy.
No, don't worry. I remembered.
Okay, and they got a 16. Nice. All right, so. And so, Ash, you get to go first.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm actually more focused on having Salas get Wyndon out of there. So that's what I use my bonus action, command Salas to get Wyndon out of there, even if she has to drag him. And then I'm going to stand my ground here and take the dodge action.
Okay. And there's not really much she can do except make sure that he's got light. I mean, because she's
still a skeleton.
She is.
That ability.
She's
She can
kinda
at least pull
pulling on
him in the right direction. Like, not really dragging him, but...
Well, and here's the thing is he can still see enough that he knows where he's going. It's not like he's totally incapacitated. It's just that he's got the heaves and the dry.
And she's a cane. She's a, whatever. She's held together magically, so it's not like she's going to fall apart.
Yeah. No, of course not. Well, Wyndon and her were pretty close, right?
Sure.
Back in the day. Yeah. Okay, so all right, so you're going to take your dodge action. Talent.
I'll move here.
Okay.
And then if any bugs come here, I'll shoot it with a crossbow. Actually, I take it back. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna move here. Step back a little bit.
Move back.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to give Wyndon room to get out.
Yeah, he's starting to come, but this is all kind of happening at the get on the right level. This is all kind of starting to happen at the same time as he was coming back and throwing up. These guys were already coming out. Rah, 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 rah. Oh, I'm sorry. So one is going to attempt to.
How many of them are there? 2?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you wouldn't know that, but yes, there's 2. All you hear is hissing and shit going on in there. But it sounds like there's 2.
I'm trying to count how many high heel clicks I hear on the ground.
Okay, so here comes the attack.
Sure.
Does 12 hit you?
I will miss.
Okay, so that's its attack. And the other one can't do anything because
He's
the other
waiting
one,
in line patiently.
Well, they're large creatures, actually.
Yeah.
They can kind of like turn their bodies and different stuff like that. So, like, essentially down there in that one passage, they can crawl on the wall.
Yeah.
That's how they get through there. But as of right now, they're just along on the ground, and they're just in the one's in the other's way. So, Wyndon.
Yep.
your dude.
I will disengage as my action. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And that's my
Alice.
turn.
Alice stays with him as per her orders.
Okay. And let's give an attack on Salas.
She was in front of Wyndon, so unless they
Yeah.
have a 10-foot range.
No, you're right. We'll do that. So that's true. Okay, cool. So it is now Ash's turn, and you can see that bug starting to come down the tunnel there.
All right. Not real happy with that. So I only see the one though.
Right now, but I'll say for sure that you can hear enough that you know
All
that
right.
there's more than one.
So I use Toll the Dead on both of them then with my Reaper ability, and I have to be able to see it though, so I can just do the one.
Okay,
But
that's
that
a wisdom save.
Bell fills the air and it needs that wisdom save. Yeah.
And we found that they're uncannily wise, right?
They're not uncannily wise because I said bullshit to that.
For a bug, still.
Well, the only reason I say bullshit to that is like their intelligence. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, it's a 1. Okay, and they're trying to say it rocks a 13 wisdom. Okay, so I'm good with a 10.
Yeah,
you know,
13.
wise enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, so I'm just saying no to that. So they just got a straight roll, and it fails.
Yep. So he'll just that's 9 total damage.
9 total
High level.
damage. Okay. It doesn't. It just can't heal, right? That's the special effect that happens from Toll of the Dead, or am I thinking? No, Toll
You're
of
thinking
the
of Chill Touch.
Chill Touch. Yeah,
Yeah,
Toll of
no.
the Dead just does
It's just
extra damage
damage.
when they've been hurt already.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's
Okay. All right. Talon. You see a stumbling Wyndon coming out of there.
All right, well, now he's in my way. So I'm going to just move down here so I can get a cleaner shot if anything pops in over this area.
Oh, and then I also step back there on my turn.
Okay. All right.
And then again, I'm going to hold my attack action, and I'm going to shoot any bugs that
Right.
as soon as they hit that area, as soon as I can see them.
Gotcha. Okay. So we've got 1. So you're going to go ahead and be able to shoot that guy.
Do I get to shoot twice with the held action? How does that work?
Nope. Just one.
It's just,
Just one? Okay.
Just
Yeah.
18 for 10.
Ooh, that hits. It didn't like that.
I didn't like that. I can only shoot him once, so yeah. Surprise!
Okay.
Click.
So here's what I'm going to do because I'm fair and benevolent. If I roll 1 through 10, it's an acid spray. If I roll over 10, it's going to try and attack you with its mandibles. Let's see what it does.
Cool.
It's a mandible attack. There you go.
Alright.
Which is better for all involved. Okay, here it
This
goes.
acid damage is pretty tough.
16.
That will miss.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm lying. That'll hit. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
It's
toying with
so-
our
My
emotions
AC,
now.
My AC is 16. So
Okay, so you come stumbling out, and he's all like, "Oh," and you can tell that he's like, his eyes are watering. There's some barf on his chin and what have you. He's like stumbling. He's holding on to Salas, and then all you see is this big old bug come around the corner. Whoa, dang! It gets it. Shunk! It grabs you from behind with its pincers. So you are now grappled.
sure.
But here, let's roll us some damage, shall we?
Oh, let's.
This
Yes,
guy's
plus
got to be
zero.
pretty close to dead, though.
Probably 9 points of damage. And wait, and then I forgot it does do acid damage when
Sure.
it attacks too, but it's only a straight D6 of acid. So 3 more. So
Ooh, 12 though, still.
12 points altogether.
Okay. 12.
And you are grappled, sir.
Sure am. That's
And you
fine.
hear the other bug hissing at him to get out of the way. It is your turn, Wyndon.
I've
And you-
recovered from
Correct.
my bout of sickness.
You are correct, sir.
I will take my crossbow and shoot at it. And I do not have disadvantage because I have the crossbow expert feat. So
Of course you do.
Nice.
You're a magician like that. Oh, he's dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
Wow.
does it drop me enough so I can move, or am I still?
Yeah, no, you're complete because this is all really Simo. So as the its pincers are like just coming and giving you this hug and squeezes you, you just kind of like shoot underneath your arm right into it, and it just so
Sweet.
they're still around you, but they went loose.
Great.
You know,
Then,
so you can just walk right out of them.
Yeah, I'll move over here and be like, "Yep, there's another one coming," and then that's my turn.
Okay. All right, Ash, you can see that one coming. It's
Tell
head out.
tell Salus to go get in with my bonus action there.
Gotcha.
So she's gonna make an attack there.
Oh, that's awesome. Eh. It'd be like me trying to attack a giant bug.
With a flip flop.
She
Yeah.
rolled a 17
That hits for sure.
Take him down, Salus.
for 6 points of damage,
Oh, that's not
Pretty
bad.
good.
and
Yeah.
then I will do a Toll the Dead on him.
Okay, cool. So let's
He's at Whiz save,
let's give that whiz save. See what happens here.
and he's taking damage. So I'll give
yes,
him a
exactly.
12.
And he fails miserably. Oh, natural one.
All right, so he'll take 12 total damage
Ouch.
from me.
That's good. It didn't like that. It kind of shakes its head and stuff, and it seems quite confused by the entire.
So it's still up.
Yes, it is still.
So
up.
then I call down the divine power of Nerul and give it another 19 points of damage with my
Okay.
divine with my thing that wizards or clerics can do. Channel divinity touch of death.
Whoa.
That's
That's
oh,
cool.
Okay,
Is that a reaction you could do or something?
It's my channel divinity.
that's one of his.
Usually,
channels.
is it
When I do damage,
Oh,
attack,
nice. You can do that as
then
your
I
thing.
can channel divinity to deal extra necrotic damage.
See, this is
Nice.
why death clerics are normally made to be the bad guys, and
Nice.
that kills it. It is
Wow.
gone.
Wow.
Nice
Yeah.
work.
But I only get like 1 or 2 channel divinities for a long rest. So
That's cool.
Yeah, I think are you guys 7 or 8? You're 7, right?
We're 7.
Seven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be 2 if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it's 2 until like the end.
Right. Yeah, because I think that
It never grows.
yeah, I think the next highest is like 3 at 10, and then that's pretty much it. I think
I don't remember.
there might be another one when you get real close to 20, but so all right, there it is.
All right, well, we know they are not up in the garbage heap.
Probably not. Hmm.
So continue straight then.
Yeah. Okay.
Want me to go first this time?
What's that?
Want me to go first this time? We'll
Sure.
mix it up. All right, I'm gonna just,
I need new stealth rolls.
yeah.
Yeah, at 18th level, you get 3 channel divinities.
Wow, not until 18.
Wow.
yeah.
It is pretty powerful though. He just said 19.
Well, and that's the
thing.
thing. A lot of the channel divinity powers are extremely powerful.
16 is my stealth roll apparently today at best.
Nah.
Yeah, so and as I'm preparing myself for stealth, the shadows go around my crossbow, which disappears, and what appears is Raven's Edge.
You got a
Trade.
raven in your hand?
It's a magic sword
Oh, I didn't know you had a sword.
given to me by the Raven Queen called Raven's Edge.
Kind of redundant almost.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Go
Do we
ahead.
want
Go
to
ahead
take
with
our break now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take our
Sure.
break.
We're
gonna take
close.
our break. Yeah.
So this is a
Yeah,
good spot since, but we haven't found anything.
Yeah, so everybody, we're going to go ahead and take a real quick break because I have to use the bathroom as well. And I will refrain again from telling you what you should do on your break. So
you can
do
sit
what you
here and
want.
listen to Adam's new song.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But we will be back momentarily.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Bye.
See you in a bit.
Right.
And we're back. Hey, everybody.
Welcome back. Welcome
Thanks for
back.
hanging on.
All right, let's get back into the action, shall we? Okay, so you guys had just made your stealth roll.
Heroic and triumphant attack.
And yeah, so you guys are now just kind of
moving
along.
over
Okay.
here.
Okay, starting to go into the areas where you had not been.
Yeah, start
Alright.
heading up here, I suppose. Whoops.
That's where you came in.
Oh. I'm gonna move.
We need to go down to the right. Would
down
be the only
here.
unexplored area
Okay.
left.
Yep. Get out again. Come over here and then just take a peek down before I continue walking.
Okay. Let's reveal some of the area.
Salus is actually right behind Wyndon the whole time that he moves. Nash is about 15 feet behind.
Is this a turn to the side deal here?
Yes. Right there it is. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Another great roll, 9.
Yeah. Okay. Wyndon, you can also give me a roll.
I also occasionally check my blood flask to see if Morty's on the move.
You take it and you're looking at it, and the blood has moved around, and you think it's pointing back towards you where you left his body. Okay. And Wyndon, yeah, for sure you hear the low spark or high heel boys
Pitter patter of little feet.
coming from down the hall. You do make out, though, too, that it is not the sound of the larger one. It sounds like it's one of the kids.
Do you tell me that? We can't hear you.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
that's
Okay.
all right.
I'll try to signal to Talon and be like, like I'm hearing, and then I'll make like a little tiny like.
Oh. Well, Shadows, heavy crossbow.
He's a mime warrior.
Yeah.
Every time he does that, he does that hand gesture stuff.
That's the shadows wrapping around his arms.
Is that what that is? Okay, cool.
All
right.
I can do.
Okay, so when you step down there,
Yeah.
you see this, and you see. Oh, here, let me. I got to get on the right. Why is it? Oh, because I got to go up. Mhm. Oh, I got to do that. That's why.
I wonder what's
Well.
happening, guys.
Well, as soon as I get it to work properly.
Talking about this guy, I can see him.
Can you see him? He still looks translucent to me.
I can see it.
I think that's just the way he looks.
Yeah, I can't even move him. I must have him on the wrong level or something. But you can
Or
see
else you're on the wrong level.
Yeah, you might be on the wrong level because I can see him.
Well, let's see what happens now. Oh, there he is. Okay. You were right, Michael. Yeah, and you see this, it's kind of click, click, clacking coming down the...
2 shots.
Do it.
Do it now.
That hits.
For 5, that sucks.
Come with me if you want to live.
11 for this guy.
You kill it.
All right.
It's just
I
one
think-
of the little kids.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really annoying question, Adam, and I'm really sorry for this.
Yeah.
Is your shadow crossbow does it not have the reloading property? Or do you have the crossbow expert feat?
That's a good question because it's not real.
Right. That's why I was wondering. Maybe you could just
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not using like real ammo.
Yeah.
So maybe-
Well, it has all the specifics of an actual weapon.
Right.
It's been manifested, so it would have the reloading process.
So what does that mean?
Well, you can shoot. It's the heavy crossbow that has it, right, Steve?
It's all crossbows have it.
all of them.
All
Okay.
Every single crossbow has the reloading property, which means normally, even if you have multiple attacks, like a fighter or a barbarian or whatever, you can only shoot it once on your action, unless you have like the crossbow expert feat, which is that, or if it's a special type of crossbow.
The good thing is that the first kiss, the first hit. Don't ask me where I was thinking kiss from.
You
All
like
right.
kissing bugs. It's a
I guess so.
it's a Madagascar kissing cockroach.
There you go. The first bolt, the first hit actually killed it. So we're
With a
okay.
5? It was only
Yep.
a 5 for the first one. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Sorry.
right. So no, that's okay because I didn't know that.
Never
So,
apologize for helping the GM remember the rules.
yeah. So I can only shoot that once at a time.
Yeah, unless you have something
Yeah,
else.
because I don't
going
have
on.
any way. I don't have any other like feed or anything. Okay.
Although, are you getting the 2 attacks? Is because it is with
It's my-
the special feat
Yeah.
from
that's-
being a warlock. So actually, I would say that
and it
because
doesn't.
it's your bonded weapon.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
What's the most specific rule here, though? The more specific rule is it the crossbow?
The
It
more
just
specific
says
would
like
probably be his warlock
finally
thing.
an improved packed weapon. It just says
Packed weapon.
oh, I got a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. I haven't been doing that.
Well, it has a
um,
+1 on it.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I have
Yeah.
been doing that. Oh, that's
Well,
right.
here's-
Because the other thing was a plus. It's an additional plus. I don't know. 'Cause
Yeah.
of the
Well, here's the
magic.
thing. It's
Okay.
a packed weapon that has special qualities to it. because
Right.
it's a
It
packed
says
weapon.
finally the weapon you conjure can be a short bow, long bow, light crossbow, or heavy crossbow.
But also, too, you've got the warlock
got-
ability that
yeah,
allows you
the
to attack twice with
Hex
packed.
warrior.
Yeah.
I guess
Alright.
it is.
So I'm going to make the ruling that yes, because you
Cool.
are.
I love it. I
Yeah,
wanted
hex
to
warrior
do
with that.
So that's
We're gonna say that is the case because if he were to pick up a regular crossbow or any other weapon, he doesn't get 2 attacks.
Right.
Right.
It's just with.
It's just with that weapon. So
Cool.
we're gonna say that that's gonna supersede that.
I like it.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm sure there's a unearthed or sage advice out there that covers this in particular.
Yeah.
So
All right. But for now.
All right. Yes.
All right.
Okay,
Well, then I'm
so
going to continue 5 to here. Whoops, I'm off
Okay.
the map here a little bit. There we
well,
go.
you're in the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I see any more around like this corner a little bit or no?
A little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to continue over here and then peek. Of course. Continue around here and then peek.
Okay. When you get right here, let me put back onto the. When you get right there,
Yep.
okay.
We'll
Go
move
ahead
my
and
guy
give me
back.
a perception roll.
13.
You hear noise. Like for a second, it sounds like the rubbing of leather. So like, well, that's not the rubbing of leather, but anyway, so sort of like a big, bulky movement for just a briefest of seconds.
What was Trent wearing? Was he wearing leather armor?
Yes, Trent was wearing leather armor.
And what about Alfor?
Alfor was wearing furs. Remember, he was like the Davy Crockett looking kind
That's
of feller.
right. Okay.
So he had like hide armor on, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'm in the shadows here. Still gonna just peek up a little bit further.
Excellent. Okay, so now let me go ahead and I'll reveal. Okay,
Oh, shit.
so as you look around the corner, you see this massive amount of eggs entwined in between all these, and with a big old sack. Think of the big alien.
Why did we come in here?
Is just embedded with all these eggs, and it's looking down, at least from what you can anticipate. It's looking it's looking down the hallway, and as soon as you look in, it like makes eye contact with you. And I need to make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Wow. That's unusual.
It's actually my best saving throw. 24.
That's-
Okay. You feel something attempting to make contact with your brain, like some sort of like pressure on your skull, not to a point that it hurts or anything, but it's like you have the feeling that it's attempting to communicate with you, because as it's got these antennas that start going and its mandibles go, and it's got 4 mandibles, and it is much bigger than these other ones.
We need to leave here immediately. Run. And then I'm going to turn and run.
Okay, so you turn around and run?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I push past Wyndon, or am I right
Sure.
Well, I guess we're in
run away, run!
Yeah, so... Actually, I'm going to go the full... the full 60 pass, push past.
I'm going to say, what are you running from?
That is one of these giant bugs who attempts to control minds. We do not need to be here any longer.
Is it controlling yours?
No, that's why I ran. I was able to fend him off.
I see.
So let's go. Stay if you want. I am leaving.
Oh boy. Oh.
You hear it starting to slide through the tunnel.
Yep.
And rocks start tumbling.
Are we in initiative?
All right. As soon as I can see it, I'm going to cast Banish on it.
Ooh. Okay.
So it needs a charisma save.
Oh, I could actually do that too, I think, but I didn't want to. I've never used a spell with this guy, I don't think, have I?
Why would you? This is the guy who never used Hunter's Mark when he had a ranger. Okay, so it's a charisma saving throw?
Yep.
All right.
And this thing does not appear very charismatic. I'm sorry.
You are correct. There it is.
Yeah.
It got a 1. Bloop. It disappears.
I say, all right, calm down. We have a minute now to regroup.
I'm just going to move it into some shadows so you can't see it. It's almost as if it's not there.
So you can go and check out its lair if you want. I'll go ahead and throw Salus in my backpack real quick.
This is...
So
Okay,
in
I'll
case
run
we
over here and take a look
quickly-
and see if there's anybody else in here besides these fucking eggs.
Okay, so you run up there really quick. You give a look here. I'll reveal the rest of it because there's not much to it. And again, it's got this clutch of eggs in here. These eggs too are bigger than the other clutch that you guys had come across and destroyed. And there seems to be a mucusy type of residue that covers all the eggs. And in the hall, you actually walked through it when you went up there from where it slid through.
How many of these can I hit with a crossbow in a quick period of time?
Well, seeing as how you have a minute, that's 10 actions.
Well, I don't want to use all of them because I do want to get out of here.
You want to run? So you can shoot
5.
well, sure. You can shoot
I'll
5.
shoot some as well.
Okay, you guys are just
Yeah.
like lighting up the eggs,
Yeah.
and they're cracking, and they're killing these forming bug creatures within. You can pretty much get like 3/4 of all the eggs within, say, 9 rounds,
All right, and then run.
and then run. Okay.
So
So
that'll put me back down here
right. Okay.
where I was.
We'll take Salus and we'll just move her off the mat. So where are you guys going to run to?
That's the question.
Well,
Out.
have we ever seen anything banished before? I don't know if we have or not.
Yeah, we saw
I
the
think you
monk
used it
banished.
once before. Yeah, that's right.
And so we would maybe remember that things seem to appear exactly where they disappeared, right?
yes.
Yeah, and I would know that. It could be
Yeah, you would
caster
know
of the
that.
spell.
Yeah, because basically after Ash cast it and banished the thing, he started telling you what's going on.
Yeah.
I'll say we have nowhere to go except to a freezing blizzard of death. Why don't we stand our ground and try to kill this thing while we're here?
Can we at least get to higher ground, maybe?
All
There's a
right.
choke point right here where I'm standing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good call.
We hold it right there.
And then get ready to light them up.
Okay, so you guys get there and then wait.
As soon as I know that the banishment is dropped, I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch.
Yeah. I
They're
mean,
both,
first
down.
off, we don't actually. Well, never mind.
I am
Well-
also able to banish him again if we need to.
You hear it come back into this plane of existence as it starts, thrashing about in the tunnel itself, and
We killed your babies, motherfucker.
for some way you think you know. Okay, and then let's go ahead and let's get into that initiative then.
All right. I think we should just run.
We're on its home turf, though. It can outpace us here easily.
14, 11. Hey, let's hope Big Bug doesn't.
Let's see what Big Bug gets.
Talon technically goes before Ash.
It doesn't matter.
1.
He's a little out of sorts. You can go first, Ash. It's fine with me.
Oh, how terrible.
Now, you know what would have been helpful?
What would have been helpful?
A fucking magic user.
Oh, my coat.
I hope that when we go back there, he's missing again and the coat is just laying on the floor.
Okay, so yeah, man, it starts trucking its way through the tunnel towards you guys. And it's all like, motherfuckers, killing my shit. I don't like you.
What are you doing in my house?
So
I mean, I know.
I'm just gonna put it right here so you can see it, because I'm assuming that you guys waited and
Oh yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
because
As soon as he was coming, we were gonna unload on him.
yeah, were you guys just gonna basically wait, hold one action to light it up
just
when he comes?
unload
Yep.
on him. Yeah.
Okay,
Before he came back, I also had wanted to cast Aid
Yeah.
on the other two.
Oh, okay.
okay.
What does that do again?
Five temp.
That's right.
HP.
I will take it.
I think I'm already down a few. 62. Let me adjust that. And then 5 temp. Okay.
Okay. So, what is Talon going to hold to shoot it with?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and I take it Wyndon's going to do the same thing.
Oh yes.
Okay, and Ash, what are you going to hold to do?
I'm
Cash-
just standing right there, waiting for it to come to me.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so it is the bug's turn. It comes into view. Go ahead and take your shots.
Oh come on.
Wow.
That misses.
16 hit.
16 does hit though.
All right, 7 for me. I'm assuming the 11 misses. That's a lot of damage, though, unfortunately,
know,
left on
right?
the table. Yeah.
It hurts.
Can I have his damage?
No. Okay,
I
so-
can't do nearly that much.
On its turn, it's going to come to here.
Oh yeah,
It's not going to completely come in through the hallway, and 2 jets of acid come spraying out of these holes on the sides of its head towards you guys. So it will still count as 1. It's just for dramatic effect. It's
Okay.
considered
So
just
who-
1.
so
So
who got
everybody
hit?
needs to give me a dexterity
all
save.
of us.
Bro. Yes.
Dex
'Cause-
save.
Yeah. It's a big old.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, me either.
It's like, okay, I'll come.
I knew we should
Okay.
have gotten the fuck out of here.
Okay, so here we go. This is going to be a little bit of damage, guys.
What's the DC for it?
More than
13.
More than 6.
So
Okay.
Wyndon made it, but the other 2 guys did not. Okay, so bloop. And did it give any plus to that? Nope. So it's just a straight amount of dice roll. Okay, let's see what happens. 24 points of acid damage.
Shit.
Okay. So I take 12.
I'm gonna take
7.
And is vampiric touch is not concentration, correct?
No, it is.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right.
So, yeah, that goes away. I'm afraid that goes away.
Okay. So when did you take 12? The other two take 24, and it will go to Talon's turn.
All right, I'm gonna hold off on that because that could be a problem later on. Well, I do have this vial of blood now.
You do. And if you drink it, you feel pretty confident that you'll be bonded permanently with Morty, and you'll become best of buds.
I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Come on, man.
All right. Let me just look at something here. Summon Greater Demon.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Because
Does this work the same as it does when you summon an elemental?
so, all
think
right.
it
So I'm gonna
does.
read it. You summon a demon from the abyss.
Yeah,
you
man.
choose the demon. It must be of a challenge rating 5 or lower. It appears in an empty space you can see, and it disappears when it drops to 0 hit points. Roll initiative for it. When you summon it, and on each of your turns, you can issue a verbal command for its next turn without using any action. If you issue no command, it attacks any creature in reach that's attacked it. At the end of the demon's turns, it makes a charisma save. It has disadvantage if you say its true name, which I don't know. On a success, your control of the demon ends, and it spends its turn attacking the nearest non-demon. If you stop concentrating, an uncontrolled demon doesn't disappear for 1d6 rounds if it still has hit points.
Oh, yeah.
Part of this casting, you make a... Wait, how long does it take to do this here? One action. You make a circle on the ground with the material blood, which is from a humanoid that I've killed in the past, Morty.
There you go. There's
The
a
demon
method to this
can't-
madness.
The demon can't cross or harm the circle or target anyone in it. Using the blood this way consumes it, which I know. Do I want to do this now, or do I hold off and see how?
Yeah, man, you definitely want to do this.
Rock and roll.
Let's do it. Does anybody have like a 5th level demon that you could?
Well, tell you what, this is what we'll do is we'll go ahead and
Can we
we'll
do
bump
Michael
you down.
first? Can we do Michael
Yeah.
first?
We'll do Michael and we'll do Wyndon, and then we'll come back to you. So you're going to have 2 turns in which to find your demon, summon against this thing.
Monster manual. Okay.
So
My daughter is doing a research paper on Dungeons and Dragons, and she's taken all my books. So
but that's cool.
it is.
All right. So Ash.
All right, well, first thing I cast Spiritual Weapon, get that out there.
All right, let me go.
And a
grab
25 will hit.
that. Yes, it
10
will.
force. And
There it is. You should still have control over it. So
last.
go ahead and place it where you would like.
Okay, well, just right there is fine. And then
25 for 10. Got it.
see, that was a bone.
I wish Rahly were here.
And that was my
Then-
bonus action. I'm then going to disengage. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, and move myself back up around this corner for now.
There you go. Leave those 2 guys to take care of it. I like it.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. Hey, Wyndon.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I do, which is shoot things. So we'll start with this,
Oh, I found the perfect demon with only.
and I will try again to shoot. There you go.
Oh, natural
Nice.
20. There you go.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to do second wind. So let me roll a d10 plus 7. Okay, I get 17 HP back.
Okay. It doesn't like that at all. You like hit it right in its head. Shaking
All
its
right.
head around.
All right.
And I don't know if I'm within its threat reach, so I guess I'll just stay where I am at the moment.
It does not appear to be, although it does have very long mandibles, but you appear to be okay.
Okay, in that case, I might risk backing up a bit.
Okay.
All right, that's me.
Okay.
All right,
So,
I have to say this is the first spell that I've cast with this guy, and it's a good one. So I take out Morty's vial of blood, and I start have all of a sudden my voice is just like, it just sounds like whispers coming from all over from the if you were in the shadow realm, you'd probably understand what they were saying, but you're not. And I make a circle around me of the blood.
and as you do that, as you're pouring it, it still pours on the ground, but it pours out, and it's like going in tendrils.
Yeah.
When it hits the ground, it actually, the blood actually moves a little bit until it gets too congealed onto the dirt to move anymore. And it was moving, as you would assume, towards where Morty was.
The magic, I'm assuming, is holding it into place somewhat.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, the spell's still going to go off. That's just strictly.
So anyway, so this here's this, so I can keep track of it too. But and then a large, like, red ape-looking demon called a Balgura.
You can summon one of those?
Challenge level 5.
Yep.
Damn.
He looks like this.
Yep. That's, I think, the one they've summoned on Critical Role, I think.
Okay, great.
and
Can't wait for that thing to start attacking you guys.
And I summon him back here. And then I'm going to say, kill the bug.
So how do we spell this? B-A-L.
Barlgura. And his
Just look him up in the
initiative
book.
roll is 13.
All right, let's put that guy into the turn order here for sure.
And like I said, he's back here. And he's a large creature, so I don't think he's going to be able to fit through that that hole over here.
So, reorder. Okay. So you summon him, so we're going to say... Now, does he act on the same round that you summon him? I'm assuming so.
I don't know. I have to roll initiative for him, so I think he'll.
Okay, so it'll be next round that he'll actually.
I guess so. Yeah.
And where is this sucker? What page is
Yeah,
that?
for
Oh,
its
I
next
found
turn.
him.
I put it up here on the. It's on the.
Okay, I just found him in the book too.
Oh, you found? I'm sorry, him. Yeah, he's page 56.
Okay, so yeah, there he is. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, that's so delicious. I can't wait for him to start attacking you.
He can't get through that wall.
So where did you ping again? Where you put him?
Like right behind him.
Okay, excellent.
So he's like jammed packed into this area over here. Yeah, baby.
There he is. Hold on a second, too. I'm going to do something. Okay, so you can control him too, because until you lose control, I will allow you to control him and make his rolls and everything.
Awesome.
Okay, so we go back.
See, he's a good one because his charisma sucks.
So that you can banish him. I see.
Well, also so I can keep control of him. And if I need to banish him, I'll use my other spell to banish him if I have to. Yeah.
Okay, so we go back to the top of the round, and Ash, you hear this, and it's totally a different type of sound. But you know something just showed up.
Okay, is it speaking infernal?
He's speaking abyssal.
It's
Abyssal,
abyssal.
okay.
He's not a devil; he's a demon. But
All right.
all he did was roar because he's pissed that he got summoned here by some fucking mortal.
Okay.
I like to
So-
think I'm a little
Well, I
bit
kind
more
of
than a
poke my head
mortal.
around the corner, see the other two guys, and I know myself kind of got bloodied a little bit there. So I say, death is not always the end. Not until our fight is over. Then you may join the foe of all good. And heal everybody for 8.
That sounded like a Queen song.
It did sound like a Queen song.
No, I don't think so.
He's been writing lyrics for.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
Okay,
Ashes.
Channeling the spirit of Freddie Mercury
Yeah.
over here.
there you go. Okay, what else are you doing there, sir?
Duck back around the corner. Oh, my spiritual weapon needs to go off.
Damn it. Okay, go ahead.
Spiritual weapon needs to go off. Doop. And
yeah, that hit.
a 25 will hit for 8
Yeah.
more force damage.
Whack, cracking its carapace. And this thing has multiple plates so that it can like kind of bend in on itself and move around and what have you.
It'd be
All right.
utterly creepy.
Yep. All right, Talon, you just summoned a big ass fucking demon.
Yeah, so first I say, as just part of my natural course of action, squash the bug. And then I will also shoot twice at that aforementioned bug.
All right, go ahead, give it to me.
21 for 9.
Oh, that hits.
If he dies before the
I hope so.
Balgura attacks, I'm going to be so mad. 12 probably misses.
12 misses.
All right, so that's it for me.
Okay.
And I'm not going to use Hex because I'm saving my last spell to get rid of this fucking demon if I have to.
Okay, so what's the demon do? It is definitely stuck in this hall.
Oh, yeah.
It will be a disadvantage to move and attack and all that different stuff until it gets into a wider area.
All right, well, he is going to... He's going to use his multi-attack. So that's 2 fists and a bite.
Ooh,
And he's going to go at the start of his turn. The Balgura can gain advantage on all melee weapon attack rolls it makes during its turn, but attack rolls against it have advantage in the start of his next. So he's going to go reckless.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So this way he's just a flat roll.
Flat rolls, you got it.
All right. So in his strength plus 7, so it's a D20 plus 11 for the that's for the bite. I'll do that first.
Okay.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20.
Almost.
That's a shitload. It's like 25 points.
25, correct.
For damage is what? 2d6 plus 4.
Poor queen bug.
So
11
11 points of damage there. First fist is also plus 11. I'm just going to plug this in here so it's easier to do moving forward. Roll.
Oh. Yeah, that
41 hit.
No, the 30 was that's your total plus your 11. So
Yeah, that's 41 for a hit. Yeah, that's and that is 1d10 plus 4 for the fist number 1. So 9 points.
Okay.
And then the last attack is 37 to hit.
that hits.
I want to keep this guy for another 9.
So 18 altogether.
No, it's 18 plus 11, so 29.
He smashes that bug into a
Shit.
fucking crunch. Okay, now at the end of his turn, he gets a save, right?
At the end of his turn, he gets a save. It's a charisma save.
Now I will roll his save.
All right, hold on.
What's his bonus to? Or I should
It's
say
-1.
-1. Okay.
Yeah, and the spell's save DC is a 14.
14. Okay. All right, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby. Damn. Okay.
All right, he's still under my spell.
He's still under your control. All right. So.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Okay.
All right, Wyndon. There's a
back
huge.
to smash those eggs.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
There's a huge demon in the hallway now that just popped out of nowhere and killed this bug, and he's looking at you guys like he wants to kill you.
I'm pretty sure I would have seen Talon.
I mean, I've got a circle of blood around me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just hold my attack, and
Alright.
if it starts rushing towards me, I'll shoot it.
Gotcha.
You may want to start moving toward
Yeah,
the
fair.
exits.
Actually, yeah, I'll start moving away.
So, Ash, it is your turn.
I'll maintain my weapon there for now, because why not? And I'll follow Wyndon.
Okay. Now you have to see it to make it do anything.
No, I don't
I
think
do.
so. He has to. Oh, who?
No, my weapon.
His spiritual weapon.
But I can only move it like 10 feet, so I just leave it there for now. I figure if I have to come back, it's there.
Gotcha. Okay. And it's 20 feet, but still, I understand.
Oh, yeah, still.
Okay. Talon.
All right. I say to the Balgura, if you would not mind, please go down to the hall and smash the rest of those eggs. Thank you.
You speak
Yeah.
Infernal?
Nope.
Okay. You
I don't
got
think- hold
clue
on,
what the hell
hold
he
on.
said to you.
Well, he speaks Abyssal. Let me see
He
if I
speaks
speak Abyssal.
Abyssal.
Either way,
That's
it's a
right.
language we don't
Infernal.
speak.
Infernal is
Oh.
what the devil
What
speaks.
happened to
With
my...
devil speak, yeah.
Oh, here
Oh.
it is.
And Ash speaks Infernal, so.
Well, I mean,
You speak hobgoblin.
no, I
and
speak
orc.
like the shadow language. That's a different thing.
Nah,
altogether.
totally different.
Yeah. So.
So you don't know what this guy said to you, but he's.
I know that he's still under my.
numbers.
Oh, I know he
While
doesn't
he's
like
talking
me.
to you.
I'm well aware that he's pissed off at me.
All right, so
But I
go
also
ahead.
know that he's still under my control.
Yep, go ahead and move him. He'll be at
Alright.
half his movement right as he just smashes
5,
through the
10,
tunnel.
15, 20. All right, so he's right there then because he can move 40 feet. Oh, wait, he has a full movement, so another.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. He's a little snug here in this corner over here.
Yeah,
but
he's
that's why he's going sideways through. And now he makes another save.
All right. God,
wow, same roll.
the exact same
Nice.
roll.
Same one.
Got another 7. What the hell? Okay. He's all right. That's that. So
Well, he's enjoying the slaughter. I mean, he
Yeah.
came, there's a slaughter. I mean, he doesn't
Yeah.
want to leave yet.
yeah.
You know, when there's no more to slaughter, then he might turn on us to finish the slaughter. But for now, he's having fun.
He doesn't
Yeah, I'll
want to
just go up
slaughter.
here.
He don't want to slaughter no eggs. He wants to slaughter you guys.
Yeah, he can't get to me. 'Cause
The,
I'm in the blood circle.
So, Wyndon, it's your turn.
Yep, I just moved a bit and I have my attack action held and ready.
Okay, Ash. And you,
I'm with Wyndon for once.
okay. All right. Talon.
Oh, and I've also have the coin out so we can see.
Yep.
And I've
Yeah,
recast
so-
to lay down it if necessary.
Yeah, right now I'm just, I've given him his command. I tell him to go ahead, smash the eggs.
All right. So
So 20 is here. Can he get any eggs from here?
he can just he can make short work of the rest of these eggs.
Yeah, I figured. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's see if he's still under my control.
Yep.
All right.
And how long is he? on
I
this?
don't know. It's up to an hour.
Yeah, that's
But-
what I was worried about. So he will at some point break your control because
Yeah.
he has
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And all you hear the entire time down there.
I know. The thing
In
is,
theory, we need to go collect Morty and Rahly too. So
he's.
Yeah.
Don't worry. This guy. I have contingency plans. I'm just sorry that he didn't get to attack more. Really.
I
All
do
right,
too.
so that's it for us.
Yeah. Okay,
All
so
right.
he's done killing the eggs.
Yeah, that's all he can do. That's it. He did his thing. So, I guess if we're just gonna keep going with this, then
We might as well.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have him come back.
Okay. go ahead and move it back.
Just hold on. Just so I can see him. So he's gonna double move 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, there's full movement there. Oh, I can't see him. Can I move my guy? I'm no way. I'm not moving my guy. I'm
Yes.
standing in this circle.
Yes, you should go down the hall and check
Yeah.
out.
All right. I can't see him yet, so I'm gonna wait until I can see him.
Okay,
Oh wait,
so
he gets his charisma save. Natural 20.
Yeah, baby. And then you hear that his real me talking. He turns to, oh, it's a good rock, it's a good rhyme.
Now,
And
do
of course, you
know-
can. I would assume he's got the spell. He's got like a connection to the guy.
Right.
He also Balgura can speak through telepathy.
Oh, he
has
can.
Abyssal and telepathy. So I know what he's saying to me. I imagine.
Well, what's his distance on that telepathy?
It doesn't 120 feet. Yeah.
Okay, so now you hear is, oh, master, I have destroyed the eggs. I will come to you and you can show me where the next target is.
I know you are fucking with me. He said.
Oh no, I live to serve. It is in my blood. I wish it more than anything. Here, come. You must have more foes that need to be destroyed. He's coming. So he's going to keep coming until he gets up here.
All right. As soon as he gets there,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast banishment on him, and he'll go back to his plane nice and easy, because that's where he
hopefully
lives.
will.
Well, yeah.
He could
Well,
save.
yes. That's true.
So it's another charisma saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, baby. God bless America. It's another.
And he's so I just hear,
And he goes home.
and he goes home.
Oh, that's right.
It does
He goes home
specifically
and
say
stays
there's
there.
a little pop.
All right. Well, good
Thanks,
job.
buddy.
It worked out for
Meanwhile-
you.
Meanwhile, we go collect Morty and Rahly. Then I guess.
I'll bring him back at some point. Don't worry.
As you guys go over and you go to collect Rahly, you notice that there's Morty's there with him, talking with him. They're just sitting in the hall shooting the shit.
Perfect.
So when you guys come over, he's like, "Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just sitting here talking with your pal here. He's awful tired, you know. So I was kind of hoping to maybe go into that garbage pile and get me a little bit of something out of there, but I don't know. You guys can you wait?
What were you hoping to get?
Well, he is torn to shit, dude. He's got like just rags hanging off of him. I mean,
You want to
he
wear
looks pretty
garbage
bad.
clothes?
And so does Rahly. He's got his coat
Yeah,
on,
Raleigh is.
but his clothes underneath are just in tatters.
I mean, sure,
I
if
would
you
rather
guys
be
want
naked
to,
than
that's
even
fine.
in the winter.
It's a blizzard out there. It's not like we have anywhere to go.
Yeah, I know, but there's a lot of good stuff in those garbage piles because they threw a stuff in there, from what I understand, and I'm gonna go. So Morty actually goes into the garbage pile, and he like wrenches his guts out, but after a while, he's able, because all it does is it gets you to have disadvantage on stuff.
Sure.
He eventually is able to scrape together enough stuff out of this garbage pile to get some clothes and some like a few of the backpacks and provisions and different stuff that were on the characters that were brought in here. So he's able to get some stuff. So he's able to equip himself again, and he's able to get Rahly some clothes. So, and they do really, really stink, but Rahly uses prestidigitation and he cleans them all up and whatnot.
Right.
That they're good and not reeking of the nastiness that were those piles of garbage. They were essentially compost heaps. So, okay. So, congratulations, guys! You've destroyed the queen bug and apparently, from all intents and purposes, cleared out the the tunnel.
So we have the hobgoblin unaccounted for,
Yes.
the doppelgangers unaccounted for.
And then
And there's a
either
tunnel that
Trent
goes in the
or
upper
Huggy
left
Bear.
or left-hand corner that we have not yet explored.
correct.
I believe
So
we should take a
Hooch-
short rest maybe prior to doing this.
There were 5 bodies that you found in here, one of which was Morty. One of them, it was so badly eaten and tore up that you couldn't tell who
It's
it
either
was.
Turner or...
Except that they didn't have the.
Oh, they
No, it
didn't.
did.
Oh,
He
they
did
sorry,
have it.
that they did
It
have the
did.
crown.
It
So either
so
Trent or
Hooch.
Hooch.
Trent
Right.
or Hooch could be
Actually, this egg chamber that Rahly was camped out in would be excellent for a long rest, I think.
You guys could definitely
Easily
take them out.
defendable. We could stick Salus there at the entrance to alert us if there's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys want to do? You want to?
Well, I mean, if we want to take, a
I
long
could use
rest,
it. I
It's
could
only in the
definitely-
morning, right? Or wait.
Yeah, it was morning
It was
when we
morning.
came down
So
here.
It
this
was
is-
morning when we came
Now
down.
we've been exploring
We've been
these
down here for
caves
hours.
for a couple
yeah.
hours, maybe. But
Yeah, it's probably like noon or
Had
1
multiple
o'clock in the afternoon.
combats and
Yeah, it's definitely in the early afternoon.
yeah.
I mean, I'd be
do
fine
we
with
think-
just a short rest if we don't want to. But I mean, again, it's also a blizzard outside, so we don't necessarily have anywhere to go till that blows over.
That's true.
exactly. And I mean, a short rest does nothing for me really. I am exhausted.
That's fine. Do we think this goes anywhere, or is this like a dead end up here in the top left?
You don't know because you haven't explored it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, sure, that's fine. If people want to hang out here, we don't have anywhere else to go, as Talon said. So
Okay, so what's the watch order?
Well, I can take 4 hours
Salus
of
will
it,
take the whole thing.
and I'll
Okay.
take half. So I could take the first half.
Okay,
And I can do the last the last couple hours, yeah.
And so, like, if
Yeah.
Wyndon takes 2 and then Ash takes 2 at the end.
yeah, I'm not super useful because of the whole darkness thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you my coin. I mean, you only get it for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So,
okay.
But you can hang out with Salus.
oh, good.
She'll
That's-
alert you.
So who's the last watch?
I am. Ashes.
Okay, so Ash, as you're in there, kind of chilling with Salus, just kind of there. There comes a time where you hear in the hallway several different times that click clack sort of sound.
Okay.
Give me a perception roll.
14.
That is enough for you to discern that. It sounded to you as if more than 2. It could have been anywhere from like maybe 3, 4, 5. You're not sure, but you definitely can tell that they're the youngins, and you heard them in the halls like moving around, but they don't come down towards you guys. And then you hear them start to come down the hall and then stop, and then you hear them leave.
Okay.
But that's it. And then nothing else really happens until you guys are done with your rest. Now, your
Alright.
rest is going to take you into the evening,
Right.
but you will have rested.
Time is meaningless down here.
Yeah, we don't know the difference.
Okay, so
My Timex doesn't work, so
you guys are all full up now.
Yeah, now that we're full up, I'm going to summon another Balurga. No, I'm just kidding. 'Cause he's fucking awesome.
I like this guy. Okay, so what are you guys going to do? Morty's all like, yeah, man. So, like, what's going on? What's going to happen? What are we going to do? We're going to go.
Do we want to try to explore down here
I
just to
think
see
we
if we
should
can
take a
count
look
for
and
anyone
see,
else?
because we are
yeah, we
missing.
can finish that upper left-hand corner now that
Yeah.
we're more put together.
Yeah, I got me a short sword again. I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
You go first.
This time we'll tell Rahly to kind of tag along behind us. We don't have to go hunting him down later.
Right. So,
mean-
If you give the light, are you going to give the light coin to Morty?
Salus
Is that him?
again, yeah.
Okay, and just have Salus follow him.
Sure.
Okay, so he takes out his short sword and he's all about leading the way. Are you
And
guys
of course, I only have the one body currently, don't I? So that's fine. I'll just cast Animate Dead at the regular level, and it's good.
Right. Okay. Cool. Okay, so you guys go up and you start heading that way out the left passage.
Yeah, over here.
Okay, you
We
start
should
heading.
Stealth.
Okay, go ahead and give me stealth rolls. Here, I'll give Morty's.
And I need
There we go,
Salus
24.
token back too.
Oh, okay. Look at Morty. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, let me grab Salus's token.
I'll follow Morty. I'll go second.
I'll just give the command to stay tight to Morty.
Yeah. And for right now, because this is going to just be some theater mind stuff right now until
Sure.
if something happens. So you start through this passage. It's much like the one that you guys had taken when you first entered in and were coming into the tunnel complex of the the ink eggs, and it goes for some distance. So if you guys
Probably
keep
the first tunnel that we saw, maybe.
you're going to go back that way, you're going to go this way on this
No,
one.
I'm just saying it's probably the first one that it's the first one that we saw when we were looking for camp that first time that we came across, or that we.
Oh no, this is much further away from
okay.
that. Yeah, you guys actually had a day's worth of travel.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So you guys travel for like about a good hour before it comes to a three-way split. You can either like go ahead and then it branches off into right and left.
Does any of them
It's
look
an
more
intersection.
traveled than the other?
Yeah, can I take a look to see if there's tracks,
give me
bodies
survival.
being slid
Yep.
across the floor like we saw in the other areas?
Yep. Most of these tunnels too are like the ones that you were traveling in before, where they're good, decent, around size. They're about 6 feet tall.
I got a 16 and Ash got a 19.
Ash got a night. Ash is like, "Come on, Talon. When you were Silver Wolf, you taught me to look for this sign and this sign. But don't you remember any of this?"
My memories are still hazy.
When Ash says that, Rahly goes, "When he was Silver Wolf."
Yeah, we should probably wait for the next time
Yeah.
that Jairus actually comes for this conversation.
So,
He didn't hear that. He was too busy futzing with his coat.
yes, he's like, "Oh, thank God that I thought I was going to lose you. You got my pretty coat. Yeah, and it's good times." Blah, blah, blah. The tracks, you can tell that the tracks that are leading out once you get out of the basically the complex where you killed everything, there was of course a lot of tracks there, but the tracks going through the halls, it seems to be about the same amount. There are old tracks that have new tracks upon them. You can see in some parts where stuff was dragged, and it comes from all the different directions. Are you going to try and discern maybe what direction you're going in? It's going to be hard. I mean, you're underground. I mean, a really good ranger would be able to do it, but
Yeah, well, he's dead.
he's dead, Jim. Dead. I would give you guys. I'll allow you guys to roll.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
15.
Anybody else?
Nope, I'm not even bothering.
Michael, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I'm just saying some of the coaching Talon or Ash was giving to Talon's remembering.
Yeah, and as soon as Ash says it, apparently he forgets it. It's
Right.
it's-
Just like knowledge transference, it goes back.
Morty says, "Yeah, we got to go this way."
and where are we going exactly?
Well, this is the way that's going towards the southwest. Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Sure, I believe that is also the case, and I sort of lick my finger and put it up in the air as if there's actually winds down here.
He's like, huh, that actually works, huh? I didn't think it would. Huh,
Works
how
every
about
time,
that?
yes.
Okay, so you guys travel again for roughly about another hour, and this time it wishbones. So you got one going to the right, one going to the left. Now, as you go along this time, you do come across some essentially dirt pillars that are in the tunnel. And you can tell basically what they are is they're covering up holes. And it appears that the dirt itself has had, it's almost as if, if you make like a mud brick or something like that. So like dirt was pushed up and then some sort of like, it's saliva or some kind of shit that these things excrete, which kind of like holds it in place and keeps it like, like stops it up. So you do run across one of those before
Pancake caulking, basically, is what.
Yeah, basically, that's exactly what it is.
But we can still continue on.
Yeah, you can fit around it. That the passageway where that's at kind of widens out, so it allows travel around this like dirt pillar thing.
Now,
which is more of like it's a pile of dirt that goes up like in a pyramid, but it's a little more formed than that. So it's essentially they bring in the dirt for digging up and whatnot, and they, you know what I'm saying, just kind of.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, unless we think that Trent is stuck in one of these dirt piles like Rahly was, we can probably
the pile that
continue on.
Rahly was stuck in was not one that it had been worked.
Yeah,
like it was loose dirt. It was almost as if they had forgotten to close up the hole.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I'm fine just continuing on. I don't know if we want.
We can just move along. Even if anybody was in these dirt piles, they'd be dead now anyway. So.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
There's no point in staying here.
You do know though that if you were to probably like smash and break it, it would probably lead to the surface.
Right, but do we want to go to the surface right now? How long have we been walking?
I don't know.
How far? I mean,
this is about 2 hours of travel underneath there.
And how far away were we from Red Hand or wherever we were going?
When this all took place, you were still a couple of days out from Red Hand.
Okay, so do we want to continue here, or do we want to pop up and see if the snow stopped?
We can look. I don't know what's going to do us any, But...
I'd rather not risk caving in this tunnel on us just to look up there. Maybe we can find a place where it's easier to get to the surface before we worry about that. Like, if we do it incorrectly, it would cause all the tunnel to collapse on us. So.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can go a little ways further, and if we don't find anything, we can always come back, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so then what we'll do then is we'll take you forward again to that Y in the road, the wishbone. So you can have a right or a left.
I'm gonna do a little of the old survival hoodoo, and 14. I'm getting worse.
Now, the further you're going, the tracks are depleting some, but there's still plenty of tracks.
Ash is doing better.
Can find them.
Morty's still. Morty's licking his finger and putting it up in the air.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's copying everything that you guys do, and he goes. And then he's waiting to see what Ash says about which way to go.
It's the subtle signs. You can see them here. That's what we need to be watching for now. The subtle signs.
Well, you think that you're still kind of going in the right direction. If you take the left, you're pretty sure that it'll still continue to take you unless it starts deviating at some point. You feel like it's still going in that general. I mean, it's really hard, but with that roll, you were able to discern. You still think you're going in the southwest way. Okay, so you guys take the left then.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
in that same direction.
No.
Okay. Again, you guys are traveling again for about this time, maybe about 30 minutes, and you come to another. It stops, and then a bunch of different passageways all over the place. It's like a honeycomb of passages, so much so that you can look down one and you can see where another passage comes into it. And there's a number of these pillars in this area.
What do we think it would take for us to be able to get up to the surface? Like,
Well, you would have to essentially bust apart the top of one of these dirt pyramids that are put together.
How high are the ceilings? Probably not that high.
They're all about 6 foot tall.
Yeah, so
They're not extremely tall. Yeah.
See, I mean, I think if anywhere, I think this is the place to try because there are multiple avenues here,
yep.
and plus,
Very well.
trying to navigate through here looks even worse than in the first area we went.
Okay. So you guys going to start just hacking away on one of these pillars?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
All right. So just everybody roll a d20 for me. Anybody who's hacking and close to where you're hacking.
I guess I just roll a thing and not use
Well, I'm
my
definitely not
Balgura
doing
plus
that.
11 here.
I and Ash and Morty are standing.
Wyndon
in
and I are not
spectator
the
booth,
hardiest of folks here either.
So
We're
Wyndon
not
and
known
Johnny,
ready to cast, anything that you might need out at you.
Ash is probably the strongest of all of us too. That's the
I know.
Right, but I'm also the healer for
yeah,
you.
that's true.
So what happens here with this 8 and this 7 roll respectively? Wyndon and Talon are all up there going.
We're trying not to have it cave in. We're being careful.
Yeah.
I send Salas over to help you,
Okay.
and she's gonna do that. Of course, she's a skeleton type thing. She rolled a 20,
I can always summon the Balgura to break this
but
open.
This is what she does. That's a nat 20. So they're over there chipping, and this little skeleton comes walking over. It starts climbing up the dirt pyramid, and it gets to the top, and it just goes, "Ah!" And then it just goes, and it crumbles down, and some of the dirt starts falling in. Just go ahead and give me deck saves. DC is 8 there.
Dex.
Problem.
15.
oh, Salas would have got a 5 on that X save.
Yeah, but it's not really okay. Yeah, you guys are both okay. So she gets knocked down is basically what it is and buried. So you just have to undig her. It's not really gonna. She's undead. She's a damn skeleton. It's no big deal. She gets a couple of chips out of her skull, out of her bones because of some rocks, but
She's had worse damage.
yeah.
We'll glue them back in later.
Okay, and it basically what happens is it starts a little bit of a cave in of this hole that's up there, but it makes so essentially now what it is you can climb up this dirt pyramid to the outside, and there's a hole there that's roughly about 4 feet in diameter. Snow does come falling in with the dirt and debris.
But that was also, it could just be that was from what was on the ground already.
Yes, and now as you're there and you're looking up through the hole because it's daytime outside, you guys were only traveling for a couple more hours, so it's not quite. It's getting to where it'll be soon getting to be dark, because it's fall. So like if you were to go outside into like another hour and a half, it'll probably start getting dark. But you could climb up there and stick your head out. Now there's a few lazy snowflakes just drifting in from the open hole. And the sky outside that you see is just gray.
Well, do we want to continue to try to traverse these cave tunnels, or go to the outside where I think it would be easier for us to navigate?
Definitely easier to navigate outside.
Yes.
If it's
Basically,
still,
Ash
it's not
has saved your
storming
ass.
anymore.
Yeah.
No, the blizzard has passed by.
All right. Well, I could elevator everybody out with my boots, so yeah, we
Okay.
can definitely go outside.
Okay, you guys go get with the assistance of Ash are all taken up and out. And it was a blizzard. There's quite a bit of snow that is on the ground. It looks to be anywhere from 8 inches to about a foot's worth of snow. But there is it is still snowing, but it's more just it's flurries. It's not anything big. And this, like I said, the skies are dark and they're gray, but they're not like storm clouds or anything along these lines. And you're still out on the plains.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, we've lost all of our handlers. Like we're
Well, and then I turned to Morty.
oh, except for Morty. Sorry, Morty.
What? I'm not one of you handlers. I was just sent along to get killed. Oh shit!
Indeed.
And he looks over at Ash. It's like, you got to do you like kill me twice in one day to make up for missing the last time? I don't know how this works.
Well,
Listen,
any
man.
sacrifice will work. So the bug creature was able to
Yes.
stand in for you.
All right, good.
I put my
I'm not
dagger
sure
back.
how convincing a rule will be about its. Does a bug creature have a soul? I don't know, but it was killed in good faith.
There you go. And that's what counts. Killing in
Yeah.
good faith. There's another title. I think that's worth a title off.
Killed in good faith.
Killed in good faith.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna have to write that down. Okay, so
Now-
you guys are outside.
Yeah. And we're free of everyone. The hobgoblin, the doppelganger, everyone.
Except for these things on our heads.
Indeed.
Yeah, Dart and Ganger is gone, and Trent and Alfor. Well, Trent or Hooch. It could be one or the other.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
they're
we-
gone one way or the other, but
Yeah, I mean, we tried to find them. We've done all we can, really.
Yeah.
we did too much.
I think. So, Talon, what happens if you died? Does Raven Queen just get mad at you but send you out again, or how does that work?
I don't know. I do
love
not
it.
know the answer to that.
I love that.
Are you
Alright,
attempting to pull this circlet off of my head?
No, I'm not attempting to. I was just wondering, like you might, other than Morty here, who doesn't even have a circlet, you might be the one most likely to.
There is someone we can ask. We have
Who's that?
Salus here. She may know something about this.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
was a powerful wizard in life.
Hey,
So
I know stuff too. You know.
I
right,
will
Morty.
swing Salus around, ignoring Morty completely.
I won't
I
ignore him.
I see how it is. I see
No.
that.
No, I'm not ignoring him. Like, Morty, what do you know about these circlets?
Well, they're so that they can old Krasner can keep tabs on you guys. That's what they're
Right.
for.
But if we
Uh-huh.
pull them out of our heads, will they actually explode and kill us?
That I don't know.
Well,
Exactly.
I know this much. I heard him talking a little bit about him, and because somebody, I don't know, some ugly dude that was there was saying, well, you're just going to let him walk away and do whatever. And he says, well, I can keep track of him with these things and blah, blah, blah. And, so obviously they was going to keep tabs on you with him, but that much I know.
All right. Excellent. So I cast. So I said, look at Salus and say, Salus, I demand your presence in front of me once again, for once again it is our turn to speak.
A please would be nice.
And we will speak in the way that only we are able to. And then I
In
kind
the
of like
language of song.
grab her skull and lift her up bodily.
Like-
And
Oh, it's
Dirty Dancing.
I guess.
speak now, or it may be your last.
So how does that happen? Explain it. I mean, you picked it up, but it's not skeleton, does the skeleton become animated and just her voice is?
Well, her mouth.
So-
She still needs to have a mouth
Okay.
function, and she has a jaw, so she's
Yep.
good.
Yep. She's got that. So
So that's all she really needs, according to the spell description. So.
okay, so this skeleton starts. The darkness within her empty eye sockets actually light. There's pinpoints of like sickly green light that emanate in there, and they grow a little bit bigger, about dime size. And then you hear, yes. Oh, it's my friend, So happy to see you again. Yes.
So that was what was that guy's name? Crispix?
The cereal on the right side.
The scourge of breakfast.
Krasner.
Faster. Excellent.
Krasner's the
Oh,
Ayusian
man.
wizard.
You can no longer get mad at us on Sundays when we butcher your NPCs' names.
Dude, I gotta use that name. Hold on,
Respect.
Crispix. Oh, that is great. He's gonna be like a badass too. Okay. All right. Okay.
So, so I actually kind of fill her in a little bit, tell her what's happened.
And as you do that,
These
there's a lot of
circlets,
oh.
and I say, so have you ever encountered any magics like these circlets are supposed to be, where if they are removed, they will explode?
Why, yes, we have. Yes, you see, actually, that we actually got the idea for keeping tabs on people from him, and originally we tried to just use a similar device, but way too unruly, and you really couldn't control them with them. That's why we went to just using those that we were sucking the souls from. We turned them into our playthings. Yes. Yes.
Using those you were sucking the souls from. Excellent. Now we know. So these things probably won't explode then if we remove them.
Oh no, probably. And even from an arcane perspective, I know Krasner, and he's an extremely practical man. He prefers to just, well, not spend the money. And it would be a lot of money and work to devise such things. But it's simple to just cast a minor enchantment on something and then use a spell to track it. And she actually gets her fingers up and she clacks them together like she used to do. Click, 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 click.
Perfect. Then I want to ask you one further question.
Oh,
Do you like traveling with us?
Oh yes, I enjoy you being able to bring me back. It breaks up the monotony of the gray place where I wander so lonely. Yes, you've become my favorite, Ash. I wish I would have known you more. Yes, but now I think we would have got along. Yes.
What does the skeleton know of Caraptus?
Oh, I know a lot about Caraptus. I served him,
Yes,
but
I
no
suspected.
more.
You are a traitor to Caraptus?
No,
I look upon that as a good thing.
I am no traitor, but my service is done. I have been cursed by your lady. I cannot pass. I am forbidden. Oh, yes. This is why it's so much. Oh, please, summon me whenever you wish. I so enjoy it.
Perfect. So I have a mission for you then. Remove this
Ooh.
circlet from my head.
Oh,
Allow
yes.
me to go first in case the skeleton is wrong.
Oh, yes, yes. And I hold no ill will towards you, Wolf. Yes, I can see you in there. Yeah, yeah.
Take the circlet off of my head, please.
Oh, it's going to hurt. But I can do it with the minimalist of pain, I think.
I do not fear pain.
Okay.
Do it with the maximum of pain. The maximum pain of giving.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do.
Stand back.
I'm going to roll a d20,
Mm-hmm.
and Adam, you're gonna roll a d20.
Yeah.
And the difference is how much damage you take. So you want high. Well, you want
I
to.
want low.
You want to get the same.
Yeah,
match.
basically. Yeah,
Basically.
matching is what you want. So here we go. She's going to roll, and she's going to get
So who's of the
an
top
18.
of the
Oh, I got a fucking
tractor,
5.
and who's the bottom though?
So it's
Maybe
basic.
he heals for 13.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Absolute
Nice
value.
try. Yeah. So you take 12 points of damage. Okay.
I'll take it.
And essentially what happens is she sit, yes. So now she's standing and she can like work on you with not having to.
I
yeah.
get it. Yep.
And so what she starts doing is she starts going around with her claws, and she goes to each one of these places where the rivets in there, and she sticks her fingers in there and starts clawing it out, and she pushing her fingers into your skull enough to pop out that rivet. And then when she's got that one rivet out, it gives it a little bit more playroom. But she does. Essentially, she goes around and pops each and every one of them out. Now, I also need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. The DC is going to be 12, and this is just to see how well you deal with the pain.
Oh, not well, this one.
You
know
actually
what?
pass
Because
out.
yeah, that's
pass
fine.
out
I had nothing to prove here. I was
Yeah.
the first time when they were putting it in was just a show, but
Well, and when they put it in, it was quick
yeah.
because it was up, it was in, and it hurt like shit, and you took damage. But this is a little bit more prolonged agony, and you got Salus's fingers in your head.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time.
Yep. Okay, so she gets it off. Not a
All
problem.
right, cool.
Okay, and
I dropped to the snow.
yep.
Plop.
Yeah, he passes out, and then she finishes taking it off of him. It is pretty gruesome altogether.
I'm of course watching an extreme fascination.
Of course you are. So is Morty. Now this is good shit. You know, oh man, Krasner's gonna be pissed. Whew, that's right. Hey, what are you gonna do with these things? You gonna like take them with you and like pretend like you still got them, and then like leave them someplace? No, that's what I would do. I would take them and like just go and just like
I'm unconscious. Never mind.
I have an excellent idea.
ocean or something. Yeah.
I'm not telling you. I'll tell the other two.
Come on, man. I thought we was getting to be a team here. You and me, working together and stuff like that.
In my dreams, I'm dreaming about killing
Morty?
Yeah.
Of course you are. That goes without saying.
Because I can still, even though I'm passed out, the voice still penetrates. And
very much so. Very much so. So
All
who
right.
else? Who else?
So I
is
say,
gonna-
Wyndon, watch over us. I'm next.
Okay.
If I fail, Salas should remain under my control for quite a while. If I pass out for too long, feel free to put her down. Don't let her take you out until make sure I'm up.
Okay.
Don't trust Morty.
What? Oh, come on, man.
So I go next.
Okay, so it's same thing. Go ahead, give me a d20 roll. Whatever the difference. Oh, that's not too bad.
It's still
So
better than mine.
You take 11 points of damage. Now give me a con save. DC is going to be 12.
Okay. Nope.
Oh,
Okay, you pass out as well. All right. So
Well,
Salis gets done, and she like holding the circlet in her hand, and Ash is laid out on the ground unconscious, and she just turns real slow around, and she looks at you, and then
I'm just like, nope.
there's blood all over her head. I think it's your turn.
I don't think she could keep talking.
She seems to still be the link between her and Ash still seems to be quite strong.
Even though he's gone unconscious, huh? Okay.
Yeah, she's far surpassed her normal spell expectation there. So
Yes, she's evolving is what's going on. So
Okay.
and she's a willing.
yeah, that's probably
participant
pissing off my queen here, which I took notice of when she said that. So
Well, she said that your lady had forbidden her to pass.
right, but that means she wants her soul, and the more that we keep pulling her back, the less.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. So Wyndon's gonna keep his on.
For now, yeah.
Okay. I could see it right now. Raleigh's like, shit, it's my turn.
Probably would actually.
Yeah, he
goes and
probably
he
would.
lays down on the
yeah.
ground even. He's like, do it. So who wants to roll for Raleigh? It doesn't really matter.
I'll roll for him.
Just
Why
give
not?
me. It doesn't really matter what damage he's going to take, but I want to see if he passes out.
Well,
He does not. Raleigh does not pass out. So his face is all covered with blood. You guys come back around, and Raleigh's got a bloody head. You guys both have a bloody head, and Wyndon's still sitting there with his circlet on.
Yep.
And
Right.
Morty's
Well, as soon as I'm available, I
pouting.
tell tell Wyndon to get ready and command Salis to.
Well, why don't we? I mean, if we want, we could keep it on me for now until at least we get to Red Hand, if that's where we're gonna go.
well I
is that
think we
way
should
if-
still carry them with us. I don't know that it matters that they're on our heads or no.
Right. And I would like to eventually attach them to corpses. And
I knew
send
you were
the
gonna say
corpses
that,
on
yeah.
their merry little ways.
Sure. But we don't know what he sees when he looks at these things. We don't know if he sees it from our viewpoint, from a flying above us, from the circlet's viewpoint. We're not
Well,
sure.
I'll actually at this point in time, when Raleigh makes his saving throw, Morgan wakes up, and Morgan will be able to tell you in his proper voices. I seem to now understand what Krasner has done. It is actually very simple magic. It is just a form of locate object. It's very easy to track and keep tabs on anyone. With them being bolted into our heads like they were, it kept us from being able to easily lose them or get rid of them. And obviously the ruse about them being explosive was, well, to prevent what's happening now.
So if he casts the spell, he won't know that we're not wearing them. It's just like he'll think he knows where we are.
Probably not. And when because remember before, back when after you guys had gotten these, Morgan took a look at them and took a look at the magic that was on him. And what he detected was it was a basic type of magic that is for like scrying and what have you, but it wasn't super potent.
Okay. Well, I guess in that case, sure.
So essentially, probably what he did is they enchanted them to boost their range and ease of being able to detect with a detect object.
Right.
Basically what it was.
And
Yeah,
like Salis said, he wasn't like going to spend a lot of money on these. So.
Yeah.
Krasner's an incredibly frugal kind of dude.
And we're certainly not worth the money to him.
Okay. Yeah, all right, sure. I guess if that's the case, I'll take it out. We can try to remove it from my head, and we'll eventually send them somewhere else.
So we will, just because it's fun, let's roll your damage.
Yeah, sure. Let me roll my d20 here along with yours.
14.
Oh, not
Nice.
bad.
25.
Not bad.
Hi.
Yeah,
Six.
5. Okay,
Five.
now give me the
con
con
save?
save. See if you pass out. It's bragging rights
Nice.
now.
There you go.
don't pass out either. Okay, so Raleigh and Wyndon don't pass out from the procedure, but you guys all
Salis
have.
got better at it. Is what
Yeah,
Yeah.
practice makes perfect. Yeah.
Now you guys all have these you got holes in your fucking heads.
Yeah.
So
I think it just
get those
just
healed up.
adds to the look for me.
I was
I'm
I
cool
can
with
heal
it.
those up. That's no big deal.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna make
Mass
sure.
heal and
Okay.
for the most part, that's going to be healed up then.
Okay, so what'll end up happening is you guys will have permanent indentations in where, because skull was actually kind of like bone.
Yeah, I don't mind the scars.
It's
That's-
not going
yeah.
to affect you at all, but if anybody were to look, they'll see like 2 divots on the front. The divots in the back, well, you'll have hair over or whatnot, but if you were ever bald, they'd be able to see them there too. So, just so you know.
Everybody healed for 6.
Okey-dokey, thank you.
There you go. All right.
Oops.
So, now what are you gentlemen going to do? Here's a decisions.
Continue on our way to the red place, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's
In our own.
for now, anyway.
Don't
Yeah.
forget the
It's getting
the
dark.
information that you learned from the Nerulians, which was
Right.
I'll quiz you guys to see if you remember.
I don't know. Death is good.
Yeah, no, not Ash. No,
Well, they were headed there to reform the Horn Society or to gain some power
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
the
to,
God, I can never remember that chick's name. What's her name? Quinn.
Dorothy.
No,
Daphne.
Kuala la 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 la.
You're talking about the one who the
priestess.
right?
Yeah, she was a high priestess, something or other.
Didn't really know her basic religion there very much. So
I must have written it down on another piece of paper because it's not in my book here.
I'll figure it out. I don't want to go digging for my NPCs in the rule right now at the moment. Anyway, what she told you,
the Horn Society priestess, anyway.
yeah, what she told you was that
Oh, is this the one? Which priestess is this?
It's
The
the one at
one-
the camp.
Horn Society from the camp.
From this
My-
camp, right?
Yeah.
My buddy.
From
Yeah.
we met like 2 days ago or whatever, a
Right.
day ago.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't write that down in my book.
It's around here somewhere. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What she told you guys was that here it is, right here.
Juliana.
Thank you, Juliana.
Right.
Julie, that's it. Julie. Yeah.
Juliana, and then Vossler was the priest, the
Yeah.
Hexter that was with her. Juliana told you that Veach he's gonna declare independence from Ayus.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so we don't actually want to kill him anymore. We want to.
And
Save
what he was doing is because he's surrounded by enemies. The people from the Shieldlands want him dead. The Furendians want him dead. The Ernstans want him gone. And then the only thing that's keeping him okay right now is he's considered part of the Iusian kingdom that used to be the Bandit kingdoms. So by attacking Red Hand, any of those people, essentially it breaks the treaty and could start another war. So nobody's going to do that. If he declares independence, well, he doesn't have the backing of Ayus, and so it's free game on him. So his plan has been to get all of the Horn Society remnants that he can get his hands on. And that's where Juliana and Vossler and all those guys, they're going the Red Hand.
Right.
The thing is,
So-
I don't really want the Horn Society to get back into business.
Right.
Of course,
Oh, there's worse organizations.
You guys keep
there's the
talking, I'll be right
Iusians.
back.
There's worse organizations to work.
What was
Right.
Krasner sending us there for? He was sending us there to look for the souls, right? Isn't that what he was sending us
To
there
take
for?
the souls. Yes.
Some babble about some soul.
Well,
thing.
I'd
I don't
kinda
know
like
what all
to
that means,
Get in on
but
that.
Yes.
At least find mine anyway.
You want to find yours. You don't want to find the whole soul
Yeah.
train.
And I think
Well,
he
no.
wanted us to check in on the Zeech to ensure that he was still playing by the rules, so to say.
Right.
I really don't care what that guy's doing. But yeah, we could get yours back and destroy all the rest, or
Destroy.
destroy the containers of all the rest and set them free and see what
We
happens.
do need to set them free
Scary.
because
interesting to see what.
That's
Yes.
the power
what
for
Correct.
Caraptus.
Yes.
Raptus, yeah.
He
Those
needs
souls
those
are-
souls in order to come to this world, and we
Right.
must stop him from doing
So
that.
we do want to go to Red Hand then, right?
Yeah.
We
Yes.
just destroy all of those containers. What happens. It could be very interesting
Yes.
to see. And
All right.
So what's the decision?
Well, we're definitely going to Red Hand.
Okay.
and we're going to destroy the Soul Train, except for Wyndham and
The Soul
Rahly.
Train.
I definitely
And set
think you
all
need
of
to
the
call it
souls
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go to Red Hand. You're gonna go through with the capturing of the Soul Train, the ship
Mhm.
full of
Try to
souls.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, and okay, now you guys do know, and I will say, Adam, Talon, especially later on in your dreams, you will definitely get a message from your lady.
Yeah.
You do know that supposedly the gate that Caraptus is to come through
Right. He needs those souls to open it.
needs the souls to power it, but it was also the souls. They power the gate. What you do with the gate after the soul is empowered is up to who's ever there.
Oh, so if we take these souls, I can use that to
She
shut
has-
that gate for good.
She
Or
is,
at least-
yes, and
Yeah.
you knew that because you guys also were talking to. I think you were talking to Salas last time. You were questioning her about stuff. Salas was the one who even dropped you that information that the souls are necessary to power the gate.
Yeah, see, I just
And-
thought that it was to open it, but I didn't realize that we could use it to keep
To
it
power it.
closed.
to seal it.
Yeah. So I would then say, we need these souls. Wyndon, you can have yours.
Well,
Ra-
thanks.
Rahly, we will see what happens.
Morgan now.
I know, it's just so confusing. I never
Does
know.
it really matter?
Do you
Yeah.
think your soul is in Rahly's body?
Well, not anymore. I'm assuming that my soul was absconded along with
Okay,
Rahly.
so-
Oh,
this
so
is
now
correct.
there's two souls we have to find just
So
for
this is
him.
Like, a remnant of your mind that's in his body then?
Can't they just continue to share
I'm
what
not
they've
sure.
got and call it good?
Well,
I'm just curious.
that's for another day.
Yeah. Yep.
Can't really delve into that with Raleigh not being Jarrett's
No,
not.
I get it.
So okay, so you guys are going to continue on to Red Hand then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And Morty's like, I think that's definitely the better way of doing it. Yeah, you still got to play it by the numbers at least till now, till you know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you, Morty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr. Obvious.
by the
speaks
way,
again.
I
Well,
manifest.
he tends to just agree with whatever you guys, especially
Yeah.
Ash. Whatever Ash says that, he thinks this is the course of action.
By the way, as he's talking, I manifest Raven's Edge, and I try to cut his head off. So I
He's not going to make that easy. He's definitely going to get out of the way.
I'm gonna attack him.
Go ahead, attack him.
I just kind of sigh and shake my head.
I want to talk without him. Natural 20.
Oh Jesus!
How many nat 20s have I had against this fucker? It's awesome.
So basically, you guys are there talking, and I guess all that Talon does is just goes like this, just holds out his hand, and at the same time, it manifests.
It
As you
manifests
swing it,
as I
just
swing
boom.
it.
Yes. And it's just like so.
Other
Kind
than
of like
okay,
the Hulk Loki moment there, where Hulk just kind of punches.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
I'll just be like, Talon, besides the fact that he's Iusian, you seem to have a real vendetta against Morty here.
It is mostly because he is an Iusian, but I just wanted to speak without him being able to hear us.
Okay.
And I did not know of a easier way to do that.
Yeah, asking him to like go away for a little bit.
Stand
I
over
don't
there.
trust him not to listen.
Poor Morty.
It works. It's fine.
You mentioned before that we have lost all of our handlers. The most important one, the one that is going to be most difficult to lose, is this creature here. And I look down at Morty. We need to lose him. He is not an asset. He is a liability and has been from the start.
No, I agree completely, but
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
And we need to lose him before Red Hand.
that's fine.
Well, the thing about what do you? I suppose, but he already knows what we're gonna do now. So does it matter if we lose him before Red Hand or after we get there?
But we don't need him reporting in.
Well, yeah, we don't even know how he would report in. Now he doesn't seem to have any magic on him, right?
Yeah, we don't know that.
Sure doesn't.
For all
There
we
must-
know, he's got a sending stone buried in his brain.
Yes, I have shot this man in the chest. I have shot him in the head. I have lopped off his head, but yet he keeps coming. We've torn him in half. He keeps coming back.
That's kind of his thing, yeah.
What if we burn the body?
I doubt that'll really do anything, except making me more disinclined to help us. I mean, maybe we could turn him. Like, I think he just fell in with Ayuz just because.
I do
Yeah,
not
and-
believe
and-
anything
and
he
killing
says.
him all the time helps with that.
Yeah, I know.
I do not believe. This is a man who willingly works for Ayuz.
Yeah, well, all right.
If we do not lose him before Red Hand, we certainly need to lose him afterward, one way or another.
I
Oh,
suppose
we don't need him for much longer now.
if we're gonna try to lose him, I guess before Red Hand's better because he'd have less of a chance of, I don't know, getting a boat or a caravan or a spell back to Ayuz Town. So that's true. But what do you propose we do? Like, just dig a big pit and bury him in it? I mean, how are we gonna stop
I was
it?
thinking that we could stick him back in these tunnels, at least his head, and move his body elsewhere and bury that somewhere else.
I mean, I suppose so. I kind of like Morty, but I mean, I guess you're probably right, though.
Now, don't forget though, we need to play the long game. That means that if we get rid of all of our handlers, as you call them, and Caraptus is aware of that.
Krasner.
Krasner is that,
I think you're thinking of Chex Mix.
Yeah.
then there could be consequences. So keeping him with us would indicate some indication of good faith.
I am inclined to agree.
Maybe we, and that is a valid point. Maybe we keep him around until we find
Where the
others
souls
that
are.
can wear these. Well, even just wear the, can keep track. We can put these circlets on somebody else, whether it is a corpse or others, and then this way, it will be harder for them to catch us. Right now, we either leave them here and they can assume we go to Red Hand. Or we can, I guess, take him with us, do what we need to do, lose him, and then lose these circlets as well.
I think we should keep him with us until at least find out where the souls are, because he might be our key to getting in past some of the security measures they have. I mean, up until this point, us losing everyone else has been not our fault. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So, I say
Okay.
we keep him with us for now.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to Red Hand. You're keeping Morty.
Yep.
And that's about it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, their goal is to locate the soul ship and to reunite with the priestess Joanna to see where she's up to.
Juliana.
Julia,
Juliana.
you're worse with names than I am.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Take you all the way. Sorry.
Rosanna?
That's Rosanna, not Joanna. Yeah.
Well,
it's a
I
different name
changed
altogether.
it. You see how
get it.
that's what makes it clever.
I don't get it.
Okay, because I was just confused. Like, is there a different version of that?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that's where we'll wrap it up for this evening. You guys are now heading on the way. I take it you're going to put his head back and then
Yeah, I
wait
guess
for him to
so.
Yep.
reattach? Okay. All right. And,
And as soon as he wakes up, I just say, "Excuse me, my hand slipped."
yeah, it slipped my eye. And he goes and he runs behind Ash.
That's at least a third natural 20 I've had while attacking this guy.
Yeah. Poor Marty. it is what it is, though. All right, cool. Then you guys we'll pick up with you guys out in, because essentially you got about an hour and a half, and it's gonna be dark.
Right.
So we'll pick up right there with you deciding what and how and where and all this different stuff. So there we go. So everyone, thank you for tuning in to episode 38, right?
38, yeah.
Episode 38, a return to the Bandit Kingdoms. I, of course, was
Wu-Tang Piglet was here also.
Oh, was he? Did we miss him?
I don't know, he might still be here anyway. If you're still here, hey, Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Thank you, Wu-Tang. So, what was I going to say? I don't know.
Return to the Bandit Kingdoms.
Yes. Thank you for watching Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. I am your Dungeon Master, Will DM. Let's go ahead and give our shout-outs. We'll start with Michael.
Hi, I'm Michael.
Okay, that's it. All right, Steve.
Kinda tired.
Yeah.
Steve, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, Adam.
Hey, I'm Adam. Check us out here Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Ravana. And check out YouTube/Mr. AtomPL for previous episodes of... And everyone's frozen again. No, they're not. Everyone just stopped moving at the same time. That was fucking creepy as hell.
Okay, you guys. 1, 2, 3.
YouTube/Mr. Adam PL for past episodes of Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, past episodes of Ravana, and web series The Reset Switch, Atomic Peanut Butter Film School, and soon, well, sometime in the next number of months, Super, which we're almost done with pre-production and going to start filming soon.
Yay! That's good. All right, and I am Will DM. I, of course, the Dungeon Master for Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. Also, will be the Dungeon Master for the upcoming Tales of Savage Land, which will be dropping on Wednesdays, probably end of March, maybe the beginning of April. It'll start airing here Wednesdays, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Well, that'd be 6 p.m. Pacific time. I also do every once in a while a show called The Down Roll, which
Sometimes.
I came up with a couple of great ideas that I'm going to do.
Let's hope you don't forget them before you finally decide to film
nope,
it.
Can't forget them. I wrote them down.
There you go.
So there you go. So I'm smart about that. So, and upcoming, we will be having very soon the charity event.
Oh, yeah.
We will be the ones that kick off early ass in the morning.
Mhm.
And I can't thank Steve enough for being a part of that. And so that'll be, is it the 23rd?
23rd.
23rd of this month. And we will be kicking that great mega stream off with us here at Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. So, because we're gluttons for punishment and like getting up early. So, but that's it for right now. I want to say thank you once again to everybody for tuning in and listening. And that's about it. So, peace out.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
Oh,
Now I
we gotta
am.
keep
Bye.
talking. Bye.